again. Uzi, wake your ass up.
I got money and the power. I got money and the power. I got money and the power. I ain't gonna lie.
And I just wanna let you know, I really wanna let you know that I really don't give a fuck what nobody say about me. Cause you know,
I'm the one. Yes, I'm the one that really started all this.
And you know, I changed a lot of you niggas. In a matter of months, I raised a lot of you niggas.
They know I'm the one, so ain't no way they can stop it.
Try to run off with the swag.
How we doing, everybody?
Told my main girl to stop it. She saw me up in the picture. I thought they cropped it.
Damn, she think I'm poppin'.
I will not get these bitches.
What's going on, everybody?
Whoa, we're ending that topic. In the industry.
Hello, Julia.
On my block.
Ooh, I'm dropping frames. Wait, am I? I'm lagging hard. I'm lagging hard. I'm lagging hard. Go out, Riz. Thank you, bro. Hold up. I gotta drop the bit rate or something, bro. This is not good. I gotta drop the bit rate or something, bro. Oh, no. Oh, no. This duo stream is gonna kill me. I am lagging like a bitch. Oh, no. I'm lagging so bad. Overload. Consider turning what? Chat, am I lagging for y'all? I'm so fucking lag. I'm lagging so bad. Oh my god. No, I want to do the no. I'm definitely lag. The lag is wild. All right, we gotta fix this. Yeah, this is my first time trying to multi-stream to YouTube in a minute, and whew, I mean, it is not looking good. All right, let's what does it say? It says the stream health is excellent? Cat, bro. Yikes. All right, let me try to fix something, chat. I'm gonna end the stream real quick and then I'm gonna try to fix it. Hold on. Let me catch my breath. Let me count these checks. Flex on my X. 1 second. All right, let's see how that does. All right, let's see how that does. Let's see how that does. Let's see. Let's see. Oh my god, I'm lagging so bad. Fuck, can I really not multi-stream? Is it really this bad? Holy fuck. Yo, good luck and a happy day to you, Fallen to Greed. I hope you have a great, great day. Dude, this is not... Damn, bruh. We back. Is it bad? Dude, it's gotta be so bad right now. It looks bad. Is it really this bad? Less laggy now? Is it still laggy? Hold up, chat. Bad start to stream. Bad start to stream. No lag for Twitch? No lag anymore?
This is the absolute
Hold up.
best.
I'm checking my tube.
Your phone clips right into it and it attaches to your...
Is it really this bad? Less laggy now? Is it still laggy? Oh wait, am I good? Hold up, chat. Bad start to stream. Bad start to stream. No lag for Twitch? No lag anymore? Wait, anybody on the YouTube? Anybody on the YouTube? Are we good on the tube? It's saying I have 8 people on the tube. I don't know how accurate that is. It's good over here? Yeah, YouTube, we good? Looks good on this end? Okay. Slap your mama with the 95 bits. Thank you. Okay. I think we're good. I think we're good. I think we're good. Okay. All right. The multi-stream is alive! It's alive! You guys know what that means, right? Guys, for those of you on the tube, you might not be familiar with this intro. But it's time to kick it. Yeah! Oh yeah! Kick it! Oh yeah! Let's get it started, gentlemen! You wake up late for school, then you don't wanna go! What'd he say? But she still says no! Alrighty.
You missed 2 classes and
No homework! What's going on, Ashley Height? But your teacher preaches class like he's some kind of jerk! So you gotta what? You gotta fight for your right to party! Oh my god, you guys know what time it is? Roll call! Say here if you're here, I'll mark you present for the day. Say here if you're here, I'll mark you present for the day.
that hypocrite smokes 2 packs a day.
Turn this down and get it rolling. Who we got in class today, guys? Here if you're here, I'll mark you present. Coleridge is here, Mike is here, Floaty is here, Disney is here, Mama is here, Juju is here, Oz is here, Mercy is here, Mia is here, Lego is here. Who else we got? Oz! You gotta
fight
for your what?
right
To what?
to
Ashley is here, Mike is here, Ghost Rider is here, Clutch is here, Nick is here. Is Nick here? I'll allow it. Orbit is here. I'm marking you all. Drew is here. You had to leave for a second. Fair game. Good call out. I'm closing the book. If you're present in class, I'm closing the book. You gotta say it now. Say here if you're here.
I'll kick you out of my home if you don't cut that hair. Your mom busted in and said,
Close.
what's that noise?
Terex, I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll give it to you. I'll allow it.
Mom, you're just jealous. It's the Beastie Boys. You gotta fight
For your what?
for your right.
To what?
You gotta fight
For your what?
for your right.
To what? Never gets old, gentlemen, never gets old. I forgot to change the name of stream. I'm gonna do that now. Ah, man. So what? All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, friends of the channel, welcome back to Pretty Cool Frankie Live. I'm gonna be your host for the evening, Frankie. First things first, and most importantly, as always, how the hell is everybody in the chat doing? Go ahead and rate your day 1 through 10 for me. While you do, I will tell you the plan for stream and how my day is going. Plan for stream first is today is Reacts Day. So I got a couple of YouTube videos lined up. If you have any more recommendations, put them in the Discord, ! Discord in the chat. So we're going to be watching some YouTube videos. We'll go through the Discord for a minute. And then after that, probably closer to 6:30, 7 o'clock, we're probably going to play a little game with the boys. Maybe not, though. I don't know. We'll see how Reacts pans out. Maybe I'll do Reacts the whole time. We'll just play a game with them later. But we're going to do that until around 8. And then at 8, we're getting off stream for a little bit, and then we're going to get back on around 9 and do the podcast. We're going to do an hour of the podcast. So that is the plan. That is the plan for the stream. As for my day, pretty solid. Filmed some skits today with the group. Filmed some skits today at the park, both of which I really liked. And we filmed one here as well. I also really liked that one. So My day's going super solid. Hung out at the park, tossed a baseball around. Duncan brought back the $6 meal deal, so that's pretty baller. Got that. And then, yeah, outside of that, I'm doing pretty good. Let's first, by the way, guys, this is my first real multi-stream to YouTube. So everybody on the YouTube who's watching today, thank you guys so much. We have a bunch of new people on the YouTube that I want to welcome in and say hello to. We got Ashley, Orbit, and I'm gonna call you Granky. I like Granky. Who have rated their days for us. So Ashley with a 7 out of 10, Orbit with an 8 out of 10, and Granky with a 10 out of 10. I purchased a motor vehicle. Hell yeah, brother! Or sister. Love to hear that. Love to hear that you're having a 10 out of 10 day. What are your opinions on Danny Gonzalez if you had watched? I love Danny. Danny's one of my biggest inspirations, for real. Danny, Drew, Curtis, some of my biggest inspirations. Papa Meat, who else? Eddie Burback. All the goats, dude. I'd love to meet them one day. But let's see how everybody on the Twitch is doing. 0 out of 10. Mom's in the hospital right now. Oh, I really hope she gets better, man. I'm super sorry to hear that. Speedy recovery for your mother, man. I'm sorry. Early so far. Finna be 6, maybe 7. Get it? Man, Oz, you push the limit of like what I allow from a mod every single day. 10 out of 10. I'm doing amazing. Love to hear it, Disney. 10 out of 10. We played Among Us with viewers on stream. Nice. 8 out of 10. Excited for Friday because I'm turning 16. Happy early birthday. Do you like Joe Bart? I love Joe. I mean, actually, I think you had a first-time chat, so maybe you don't know. I love Joe. I'm doing a tournament with Joe in 9 days, so that's going to be super fun. Love Mr. Bart. 10 now that you're here. Thanks. 9.5 out of 10. I'm really starting to think this girl likes me, but I'm not quite sure. Only time will tell, brother. Only time will tell. Best of luck to you. 6 out of 10. Going to have to leave soon, but I'm always happy to make it for the most iconic intro on Twitch. Thanks, Mike. You look like Keyed Boy. I actually don't know who that is. Hello, Tired Toast. How are you? 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. Smooth. How you doing, brother? Late. You're Mark Tardy, but it's okay. You are here. That's the important thing. What's your opinion on Chad Chad if you watched her? I have not watched Chad Chad, so no opinion to be given there. But maybe I'll give that a spin. 5 out of 10. Okay. 10 out of 10. It's going to be impossible for you to read all 3 chats. It's going to be impossible for you to please read all 3 chats. I don't have I'm not doing TikTok today. I'm actually I mean, dare I say I'm not doing TikTok anymore. Well, I probably will still do TikTok depending on the stream though. React days I'm not going live on TikTok anymore. I'm not, because they just do so genuinely terrible. Like they scrub me from the internet. You're my favorite creator. Thank you, Toast. I really appreciate that. That Hornets game where Kobe White hit a fadeaway corner 3 to force overtime, then Melo had a game winner peak. I didn't see that. Anyway, plan for today is some YouTube videos. I got a couple lined up that I want to watch. And I think we have some that we didn't watch from last time. So let's go through the React State playlist and see what we got going on. Let's see. Okay, so we do have a couple from last time, and then we have 3 that I favorited today that I want to watch, guys. So, options for today. I feel like my face is really small from that one game we played. I'm gonna make it bigger. Okay. I don't think that's too big. Oh, Smooth with the rate of 3 viewers! Smooth, how was stream, brother? How was stream? Good to see you, man. So, the videos for today that I want to watch, the ones that I favorited for today, are how private equity turns your favorite channels into slop. This video had 800,000 30 minutes ago when I favorited it, and it now has 900,000, and I'm really interested in this topic. So, honestly, I might want to even start with this, low-key. And then how the pyramids were built by Fern, that just looked like a fucking banger. And also, I have no idea about anything relating to the pyramids, so something that I wanted to get into. New Pop and Me video came out 2 hours ago. Figured might give that a spin. And then we also have the new Jack Pockets video from a month ago. We got a bunch that we could do, actually. We have no shortage. But how are we feeling about how private equity turns your favorite channels into slop? Y'all down to start with that? Type 1 if you're down to start with this one, and 2 if you want to do one of the other ones. Frankie has a shirt on. It is true, I wear them sometimes. I wear them sometimes. It's not unheard of. It does happen. Played Half Sword, super fun. Nice, smooth, awesome. Honestly, chat is pretty split. Mods, can we get a poll going? Yes or no to start stream on how private equity turns your favorite channels into slop. Just want to see, in all fairness, I'm probably going to watch it anyway, but I just want to see how everybody's faring. Thanks, Coleridge. One sounds really interesting. Yeah, me too. I agree with you on that one. The largest animal video is pretty good. Oh, you've watched it? Yeah, I wanted to watch this one too. And I went through this account. This is one of the bigger videos in their account too. So perform.
Imagine
really well.
making a skit entirely about 15-year-olds.
When you put it like that, right? When you put it like that. Mike, was it a good skit though? Cause it's true. Cause it's true. I just started watching you a week ago. Well, thank you for being a new viewer. I appreciate all the new viewers on the YouTube. It was a great skit, thanks. It was a very real skit. It is, bro. It is. It's so funny too that that's such a universal experience. Like, rich white kids really do turn 15 and just start like hustling bootleg carts on their Snapchat story. Or like they start buying Supreme hoodies and they're like $250 oboe. Bro, is anybody buying that shit? Or you know what else? You know what else? I don't know if you guys live in like in a town where like there's like just like not hicks necessarily, but like I know like 10 guys that went to my high school that like still to this day are like flipping trucks on their Snapchat story, and I don't know how they're profiting. I mean, there's no way. It's like literally every week for the last 300 weeks, it's just been like a new truck with 250,000 miles, and they're like 500 oboe for the truck. What? A $500 truck? What do you? Who? Man, kind of want to make one about that. Let's see how the prediction is doing. Yes or no to the vid? Cool. All right. Yeah, so we'll do this video first. How private equity turns your favorite channels into slop. All right. All right. Let's do it. All right. I'm ready to get into the reacts. Also, guys, I just had a big Celsius, and it is 5 at night. So I'm going to be geeked out for a cool minute.
Hannibal Lecter on Cannibal Spectrum.
Hannibal Lecter on a cannibal spectrum. I'm not really into the lectures from the professors trying to teach me things, trying to teach me lessons, treating me like I'm lesser. Really, I just want to be Lester from GTA 5, making hella money, not doing shit, but setting up the missions on the side. I can decide for myself what side I'm gonna stand on. I just learned how to play guitar. I think I want to make a band, dog. Oh, I'm done. I can't give you all that. That's too much. That's too much. That's too much for free. I just gave y'all. Too much for free. Too much for free. An ad. And I know what everyone's going to say. Frankie, just get an ad blocker. What if I didn't, though? You know? What's going to happen? I really need to get an ad blocker. But today will not be the day I do it. Oh, fuck. Jesus. I mean, double ads? Are we serious? We dead ass? We're double adding? All right. All right, guys. We got... Oh, hang on. Here we go. All right. You're rich and can't get an ad blocker. Do ad blockers cost money? What you just said makes no sense. How private equity turns your favorite channels into slop. This is also something that we were just talking about, like, a few days ago with the problem with Mr. Beast. I think the video was how Karl Marx predicted Mr. Beast, but I mean, yeah, I'm really interested in this because I'm so interested with the Mr. Beastification of YouTube and how to get away from it. Like, how can we like reverse renaissance YouTube?
Take a look at the YouTube channels that you're subscribed to. There's a good chance at least one of them was quietly sold to private equity. But hold on, how? The creator is still there and the thumbnails look the same, but behind the scenes, the same guys behind Blackstone are now calling the shots for your favorite creator. And
Colin and Samir?
same guys behind Blackstone are now calling the shots for your favorite
Much
creator.
love, homie. YKI had to raid the goat hard hands. Cool anyways, bout to get a face cam, so my streams will be even better, just like yours always are. But much love, homie. Frank, always love supporting you. FRFR, you always make my day and make me smile. And don't forget, always tell yourself it'll be a great and it will, or join a Frankie stream. Always helps. Lol, less than 3. Sorry for interrupting.
All good, Smooth. Thank you for the positivity, brother. W Smooth in the chat. Glad you're doing good, man. Excited for you to keep up in that stream, man. Excited. Just keep doing what you love, man. Hell yeah. W Smooth, man. Let's get back a second.
The same guys behind Blackstone are now calling the shots for your favorite creator. And unlike an ad read, the creator is under no legal obligation to tell you that the channel quietly changed hands. So really, you actually have no idea whether this channel is bought out too or not.
Is this like a known thing? Did anyone know, like... I didn't know that channels were actually being bought out. I didn't even consider that was like a thing that any of these channels would do. I really like Colin and Samira. They bought out. Veritasium kind of surprises me. I don't think I've watched that channel. MatPat ain't no sellout. But MatPat has so many channels, though. You know what I mean? I kind of stopped watching MatPat, so I don't know. Will you ever sell out? I don't have a channel. I don't make the kind of content that would even merit me selling out. You know what I mean? How much for your channel? I would sell my channel right now and just make a new one. Like, it's not like... Selling a channel is like when you've, like, spent years building it. You know what I mean? I've only built mine for 2 years. MatPat is retired. Yeah, I don't really watch a lot of these channels. But I hadn't considered the fact that, like, you could just be bought out by a company. How is Mr. Beast bought out, though? Is Mr. Beast bought out? If Colin and Samira bought out, I'm going to be a little annoyed. But, shit, I guess whatever pays the bills, that's the problem. A lot of people get into YouTube to make... a lot of people get into YouTube now to make money. It's not like how it used to be where you got on YouTube to make funny videos. Most people are getting into it with the sole purpose of making it a career. So... I guess if someone comes to you and they're like, if we get to call the shots and we'll just fucking pay your bills, like, I don't know. 25, take it or leave it? I'll leave it, man. Thanks so much.
It's not. It turns out it's not slowing down because private equity firms have quietly spent over $4 billion buying YouTube channels. But what's weird is that it's not even really going that great. Early signs are seeing the creators who built the channels walking out, videos starting to slowly suck, and the private equity firm that bought them...
Wait.
Channels walking out, videos starting to...
What is that, Quibble Cop? What is this? What the fuck is this? What is this, like, VTube thing? Anyone? I never watched him. I know a lot of people who do. I never watched Donut either, but I did watch Speed, the main guy of the Donut channel. AI Quibble Cop? He uses, like, an AI face now? What are we doing, bro? Dude, I have a buddy... who I will not name, but, like, he works... I could say this, right? I could say this, because I'm not saying who the guy is. Works for a company that works on YouTube videos, and I've heard through the grapevine that, like, they, do a lot of work for the channel, and so many, like, big channels... aren't even, like, run by the creators anymore. It's just, like, they'll just do, like, a voiceover and, like, someone else will be playing the game. Especially with, like, kids types channels like Minecraft and things like that. A lot of the voices of the channels aren't even playing the game anymore. They just send them the gameplay and they talk over it as if they were playing. Which was the craziest fucking thing. And, like, I can't name channels, but there was a few that I was like, what? Are you out of your mind? Like, why? How is this even? But it's just like, at a certain point when something is so lucrative, it just becomes a business for these people. You know what I mean? I can't name one. I can't. But through the grapevine, that's what I heard from a friend who, like, works in that space. Yeah, bro. You better never do that. Dude, I'm here for the love of the game. Quibble started using an AI bot. Wait, so that's not even Quibble. That's literally just an AI bot. Like, he's not even talking. It's just like an AI bot of Quibble. Wow. I mean, that's just fucking insane. We gotta look into that. That's so sad, bro. I mean, that's just so sad. Ugh.
Slowly suck, and the private equity firm that bought them can't even milk the ad dollars that they were counting on. So then why is private equity continuing to double down? Well, because what they're really paying for is your trust. Trust that doesn't just sell VPNs and mattresses, but trust that can help pick whichever candidate protects private equity's interests. And not only was 2024 proof of this, it's just the beginning. And so I followed the money across every deal that I could find and mapped out exactly how this works and what will happen in the future. And what I found is that it's looking increasingly likely that private equity is about to take it all for themselves. And if something doesn't change, we won't just lose the platform that we all love, but the last bastion of trust at a time when there's nothing much left to trust.
Oh, brother. Like, what the fuck? That really, oh, man. Why would you ever let a firm, like, buy your channel? Ah, man. People are really just in this for different reasons, bro. But I'm such a YouTube and, like, content purist that this is so sad to me. This is so sad to me. Because they gave them millions? Bro. I'm not selling my channel to BlackRock for 10 mil. Like, I'm not giving nothing to BlackRock, bro. Get away from me. The whole thing that made YouTube so good is that it really is like this one-on-one thing. It's just a guy with a camera. No, I'm not selling nothing to fucking BlackRock, bro. No. I hear banging in my house. Damn, bro. 600 mil final offer. What? Like, bro, if someone's offering you 600 mil for your YouTube channel, something should already be so concerning to you. Like, even like when they offered Mr. Beast a bill, you should really be questioning the, like, what this person wants. You know what I mean? Like, oh, man. All right, I'm just infatuated with this video. This is such an interesting concept to me. How do you feel about Easter? I like the dinner. That's the fattest thing I've ever said.
So to understand this whole thing, I think the best way is by showing you how a private equity firm even buys a YouTube channel.
I was wondering, thank you.
And I'll show you by being private equity in this demonstration. And once you see how this actually works step by step, you will understand why so many YouTube channels you watch are quietly changing and why nobody had to tell you about it. So let's say I work at a private equity fund, a big fund with this big suit. And the fund I manage is called Blackstone. Actually, scratch that. Subscriber Stone Capital. And anyways, a bunch of wealthy people recently gave me a lot of money. And my job is to buy businesses, make them more valuable, and sell them in the next 5 to 7 years. So with the clock already running, the pressure was already on to deliver. But the problem is, big returns only exist in places that nobody else has risked going to before. And right now, all the obvious targets are taken. Manufacturing, healthcare, logistics, and retail, because there's been so much private equity activity.
Wait, I just want to, sorry, I kind of stopped listening when I saw
in places that nobody else has risked going to before. And right now, a whole...
What are y'all doing, bro? Like, what are y'all doing, bro? Put the fucking shovels down, bro. What are y'all doing? Dude, I remember, like, when I was little, my dad was, like, a business guy, so I wanted to be, like, a businessman and, like, wear the suit and have the fucking... And now, like, I just... Like, what are y'all doing? Like... No way you said that. Like, I mean... Look, I know, as I've gotten older, I've just more and more started to, like, really despise the concept of, like, not despise the, like, just this, like, drive to become rich and, like, not caring what you have to do to get there just kind of makes my skin crawl a little. Like, I really don't like this, just, like, I'm gonna be rich by any means necessary, because that's just, like, kind of like that salesman type vibe where, like, I feel like you start losing the plot a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I hate it now. just full greed. Yeah, like, as I've gotten older, I just kind of got to a point where I was like, oh, like, there's...
What are they finna do with Mr. Beast channels though? Like, if they bought it, people would figure out it wasn't Beast anymore and he would just make a new channel and everyone would unsub. Like, that's stupid as fuck.
I don't understand. I feel like you could really, like, scam your way out of these deals so hard. Just make another channel and do everything there. I don't know why you have to keep... I mean, I'm assuming he's going to say it. But, like, my thought process is, like, nothing about it. Like, I think when Mr. Beast was talking about when, like, someone offered him his channel, they were like, you would still be the face of the channel and make all the videos and we would just pay you a salary. But we would just be, like, in control of, like, all the other shit. And he was like, no, why would I do that? They'll probably say you're not allowed in the contracts. Why would they do that? Like, how could you legally say you're not allowed to make any more YouTube videos? And why would anyone agree to that? Like, you can't make another channel? That's why Smosh stopped, right? Yeah, I think so. I gotta look into that too.
The obvious targets are taken: manufacturing, healthcare, logistics, and retail, because there's been so much private equity activity over the last few years that the big firms have already bought most of it. So as a newer fund manager on the block, I had to find an industry that the big guys haven't figured out yet. And if I wanted to make a name for myself, I was going to have to get creative and lock in. But where would I even start? And so just as I was able to lock in and, put on my favorite playlist, it hit me. The next investment was staring me right in my face. A platform that now has more TV streaming hours than Netflix, a platform called YouTube.com. So over the next few days, I furiously started doing research on my next channel. And after looking through every niche and crevice of this website, I may have just found the one. So let me walk you through how I, as private equity, exactly would identify the perfect fit. So thank you for joining Subscriber Stone Investors. For today's meeting, I have 3 criteria on why we need to invest in this channel. And the first and foremost is this channel has a proof of concept. This channel has predictable revenue every single month from AdSense. And this channel probably has a tiny team. Let's just say probably around 5 to 6 people with low overhead. But this brings me exactly to number 2, which is potential. So as you can see here, this channel has inconsistent views, but it has a loyal audience. So as long as we find the right topics and format, this can be something we can grow into. Third, running out of time, so I'll tell you about it later on in a different meeting. So anyways, even without that third criteria, you can start to see what private equity firms are looking for when they decide what channels to invest in. But here's why we've only seen the beginning of this. Because after crunching the numbers, let's say I found this Gen channel makes, say, $1 million a year. And in any other industry, a business doing $1 million a year with margins like this would cost me a fortune to invest in. With YouTube channels, I come to find out that they sell to 3 to 5 times their annual earnings, but what I can sell it for is a completely different number. But before I get to that, I had a problem. Because when my boomer boss has never even heard of Mr. Beast, he came from this world of spending $500 million on a single hospital, how was I going to pitch him this opportunity? Now, after some convincing, he reluctantly agreed, but now the pressure was really on. If it all goes wrong, I'm cooked. Now my job was on the line and I was stressed. Maybe this was a dumb idea. What am I even doing? I should have just invested in another hospital. But then I remember something a wise man once told me.
Fuck me. So I was trying to he was just kind of like hitting all the fucking points of shit. I'm just fucking infatuated with this concept. I'm just waiting for him to like continue to unravel it. But no, you guys don't gotta worry about me, bro. I'm never selling this channel. Ever.
Why would I sell everything I worked so hard for to some rondo for a few mil that will probably get taxed by the government anyways? I'd rather die but save the world than sell out for just a few material wealths.
I mean, the thing that's so confusing to me about selling a YouTube channel is like, I just don't understand the benefit at all. Like, you join YouTube because it's like, it's your thing. It's the thing that you have control over. You get to make what you want. And I think people just start to get way too wrapped up in like the business of it. Like, that's just so why, like, I need to know how many of these people that he's putting on screen actually have sold their companies, like Game Theory and like things like that. Like, Cocomelon makes sense. I don't think anybody who works at Cocomelon gives a fuck about anything. They're just trying to like shove happy songs in children's faces and make them like drool. I think after doing it for so long, they lose their passion. Yeah, but like, these channels are massive. These channels are huge. Like, why the hell would a game theory sell the rights to their channel when, like, if you're done, you're done. And I feel like you have already made so much money, you know? And, like, also, MatPat is retired, but he's still, like, appearing in these... Does MatPat still appear in any videos? Either way, I feel like even if he didn't, even if it was a business and it's his channel and he has all the rights to it and he has a company of people that work on the videos and post it, he still gets the royalties from it. What is the benefit? Like, you get some extra money, cool, but you'll always make money from your thing. It's for the money. Man, that's just so crazy to me. I just don't. To Blackstone? To Blackstone? Like, how much money? Oh, sorry.
Do it! And that's when I realized I had to go all in. Because just buying one channel isn't the play. The play was something much bigger. So I bought 9 more similar channels for a similar price. But here's where the math gets really interesting. What I do next is to combine all 10 under one company in what's known in the private equity world as a roll-up. And what it unlocks is a few things. One being greater efficiencies, because now the same legal team handles all the contracts, same person negotiates every brand deal, and same thumbnail testing operation, accounting, and compliance. It's exactly what private equity has been doing for years with hospitals, but the biggest unlock is what this now means for me and my investors. Because remember, I bought each channel for 3 to 5 times its earnings. But after this roll up into my portfolio,
3 to 5 times its earnings. What, for a year? So if you make $1 million a year, you pay $5 million? But, like, still, though, like, I mean, yo, if you're making $1 million a year on YouTube, just making your YouTube videos, doing your thing, even if you've lost the passion, even if you want to retire, $5 million? You don't, like, why do you don't
One
need...
line from my favorite anime is along the lines of, I work for a company that takes money from the rich to make the rich more rich, and if I disappeared nobody would know. But you, a baker, if you left everyone would notice, yet you get paid less. The way society has changed to devalue basic needs, and value stocks instead blows my mind. I think it is a great part of the show cause OT shows how the world really is and what humans really value.
Yeah, I was kind of having a thought the other day about, like, what, like, because I saw a lot of people talking about the Justin Bieber performance, and how, like, people were, like, hating on it crazy and saying, like, how lazy it was, and, like, but he was getting a lot of hate, and I saw someone defend him, and they were like, never feel bad for, like, a millionaire, like, which kind of took me down this line of thought. Like, I feel like there's been so many times where I've seen people be like, why does Justin Bieber get paid, like, so much, but, you know, but, like, a nurse makes $100,000, but Justin Bieber makes whatever. And I'm like, I feel like the phrasing of the sentence gets paid is so misleading, because it's like, it's not just like a guy paying him this much, right? Like, it's the fans of the music. It's everybody. It's not like there's one dude like, your music is so good, I'm gonna give you all this money. Like, it's such a conglomerate of things. Justin Bieber sucks, and I don't disagree. and I don't disagree necessarily. But, like, yeah, I mean, we just live in a society where there's a lot of different types of currency and things that you can pay, and one of them is attention. And attention is very valuable. That's why at the end of every stream I say thank you guys for, like, just watching. Because just watching is so valuable. Like, people don't take into consideration that, like, your attention is a currency. And what people are paying attention to oftentimes can lead to the other currencies. You know what I mean? And attention isn't even, like, I think a lot of people just kind of, like, don't value their attention as much as their actual money. Like, when I saw Daniel Jones getting heckled by fans, I didn't feel bad, because I thought I would 100% deal with hecklers for $100 million. And you should, you know? And of course you're going to have to when you're as famous and as rich. Stream more on YouTube? I will. as rich and famous as Daniel Jones. But like, football's an interesting one. But at the same time, it's like, okay, 100 mil is a lot, but he's getting paid 100 mil because that's what the Giants and the NFL are earning so much. So at a certain point, isn't it almost like I want the players getting more of the money, you know? Because whatever's not going to the players is going to like the shareholders of the team who are doing fuck all. You know what I mean? Like, so it's such an interesting thing where you're like, oh my God, Daniel Jones doesn't deserve 100 mil. Like, how are they getting 100 mil just to play football? But if they don't get it, the old rich fat guy is gonna get it. The money has to go somewhere. You know what I mean? And like, I watch every single week. The UFC is the worst. The UFC is crazy. Fighters are dead ass like putting their fucking lives and bodies on the line. And then Dana White is like, here's 10K. I'm gonna go put $1 million on a blackjack hand. Like, that's what I'm talking about. That's the other end of the spectrum, right? You have certain sports where you're like, there's no way this guy needs to be getting paid 9 figures. And then there's other sports where it's like, what'd I just say? There's other sports where it's like, the guy who's owning it is taking all the money. I'd honestly be happy with that, though. What, with, like, the players be getting... I would rather the players get paid more. You know? I would rather the players get paid everything. But, like... Yeah, I mean, of course, everyone will be happy with 10K. But when the fight is generating so many times more than that, you have to know your value in the equation. You know what I mean? The problem is that the money is going to individuals at all. They should be going to a good cause, not players, not shareholders, not individuals. And I think that's fair. But again, it's just, yes. The money should always find its way back to a good cause. Obviously, I don't think anyone should say that. But then again, it's like, I think at the first stop, you have to say it has to go to the players that are making the game so entertaining. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, some of the money has to go back to the city and the community. Yes, of course. But like, the fact that like imagine if the players were getting way less. They'd be like, why am like, it has to, they're like, I'm generating this league billions and billions and billions of dollars because I'm the fucking, yeah. See, that's the thought that like 10 mil being the max salary is a good concept, but then it's like, imagine you are Patrick Mahomes, and you're like, dude, I am winning every fucking Super Bowl, the biggest event every year. I'm the best player in the last fucking 50 years outside of like Tom Brady. I'm just chatting shit right now. We don't have to get into it. But like, and he gets 10 mil, and then like all the other money, he's like, bro, it's me right now. I deserve more of the pie. I'm the whole fucking pie. So like, Shohei's getting $500 million for 15 years of his life. I thought he was getting a B. Yeah, Coleridge. It's just not like an applicable concept. But like, it's such a weird like back and forth because it's like, I feel like if I was in that position, I'd be like, if we were living in a situation where the money earned from me being that good, like if I was making 10 mil and then all the other money was actually going back into the community and stuff, I'd be like, cool. But with that, we're just saying tax them way more, you know? Then you could just get into taxes. It's such a deep conversation that I don't even know how we got here. Let's get back to the video.
Bought each channel for 3 to 5 times its earnings. But after this roll up into my portfolio, as a whole, this now sells for 12 to 20 times earnings. So without making any of the channels better, just by buying them, putting them under one roof, the valuation—
Hello, dearest Frankie. I think every millionaire should donate $250,000 in their life to people in need. Other than that, I'm enjoying this video more than I thought I would. Also have to sneak this in here. I only need 3 more followers and I have everything for affiliate.
Shout out Floaty. Yeah, I think if you're a millionaire and you're not donating most of it, you are There's no reason. There's just no reason to to have that much money and not like come on, bro. But just me personally, like, I'm always going to live so below my means. I want to have a nice house. I want to have a nice house and a very good car, not like a sports car or anything, but I want to have a very reliable, nice car, super nice house, and money stowed away. And then everything after that, man, fuck it. You know? Like, give it back, set my kids up, that sort of thing. Everything outside of that and just, like, this whole chase. What if you got, like, 10 kids? That's what I'm saying. You got to take care of the kids. Yeah, fuck all that, bro. Fuck all that other shit, bro. It just doesn't matter. It just doesn't matter. It just never, and it never has. Generational wealth. I feel like, am I weird for, like, having fallen off the concept of, like, the concept of generational wealth sounds nice, right? But generational stability. Generational stability. That's what we're saying. Like, I don't need everybody. I don't need $100 million in the trust fund for everyone in my family. And why is my family, you know, any more valuable than every other human? I want to provide for my family, my kids, and their kids. And then at a certain point, it's like, if you're just holding on to this and you're like, my family lineage is the most important, like, you got to start donating, bro. Like, we got to start. Yes, have your family set up, take care of you and yours, but, you know, I don't know. It's such a complex concept.
Of the channels better just by for 12 to 20 times earnings.
Let's go back again. So he just said, we just took such a long fucking yap session. So these companies are buying multiple YouTube channels, bundling them into one little sack essentially, and then selling the sack.
Be like Jack Black and Keanu.
Do they donate a lot? I feel like Jack Black would donate everything. Bundling it into a little sack and then selling that sack for 20 times the value of the actual sack. Which, if I'm not mistaken, is exactly the description of the 2008 housing crisis, where they were just bundling up a bunch of shitty houses, a bunch of shitty mortgages, and then selling the value of those mortgages for way more, which caused the bubble. You know what I mean? Just something to think about.
Portfolio as a whole, this now sells for 12 to 20 times earnings. So without making any of the channels better, just by buying them, putting them under one roof, the valuation is now 20 times more. It's exactly how I make a shit ton of money, and it's the power of multiple arbitrage. So a few years pass, and now my boomer boss is happy, and he can't stop bragging to his friends about how much money he's making from this site called YouTube.com. The problem is, I still haven't paid back any of my investors. We're at year 4 now, but remember, our fund's investors are expecting returns by year 5 and 7. So the clock was starting to run out. So now it wasn't just about locking in. I have to make money. So now it's all about optimization. That extra day that we used to give to make the videos better are cut. No, we want more videos per week. Let's also optimize content strategy. Those videos that the creator thinks that is interesting, who cares? Those need to be under strict questioning now. Instead, what we need to be doing are videos that are proven to perform. That's the priority. And just like that, similar videos are now starting to get put out week over week. And we're pumping them out like a content factory. And audiences are slowly starting to notice that something is a bit off in the comments, but who cares? We're here to make money now, and if I want to maximize profits, I have to eliminate these risks. And the biggest risk is staring right at my face here. Gen here may have been the one that built his channel from the ground up, but if the whole channel depends on just Gen and he burns out or gets sick or decides to leave, this asset stops becoming worth anything. And I can't have that happen. It's what's called the key man risk, and there is no way in hell I'm gonna lose out on my investment because of Gen. So I start hiring new hosts that happen to be be slightly more attractive and taller than Gen, and they slowly start getting introduced. And now that we have more hosts, we can start launching more channels, like Gen Plus. And since we're now pumping out videos every day, it's too expensive to hire a creative director, so scripts start getting approved by AI to make sure it's brand friendly and it's at least good enough to go before filming. And weeks pass, and now the channel slowly becomes something that could keep running without the person who built it. The thing is, comments now really start noticing. And some now even start commenting that this is the last Gen video that they'll watch. But here's the part that matters and why no one has told you about this. The FTC updated their endorsement rules in 2023 that if a creator gets paid to promote a product, they have to tell you.
By the way, does anyone know a channel off the top of their head that they feel like, without being told in this video, they can name that they think has been doing this? That has been, like, changing their because, I mean, Quebble Cop sounds like the main one. When can I sign up for the Fuck a Fan contest? Not a thing, man. Not a thing, man. Yeah, Coleridge. No, they're actually so chill. They let us fucking make whatever. They're so cool. They're so cool. Shout out them. Linus Tech Tips. Linus Tech Tips, Game Theory, Quebble Cop. What's up, YY? Yeah, this is a great video so far, Coleridge. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I guess I don't watch too many channels, but like all the ones that I do watch, I don't even think this could like happen to. Like the Drew Goodins, the Eddie Burbacks, Curtis Connor, Danny Gonzalez, Noel Miller, Papa Meat. I mean, it could. It could happen to Papa Meat, though. I feel like the Papa Meat channel is one of those ones that could do it, but they never will. They never will. No. But Papa Meat has the style of video where, like, I feel like they could add hosts, you know what I mean? And then you'd be like, we're adding... Because it's just, like, talking about topics. It's essentially comedy news. So... Pray for a brother to get this audition choir class. Roster's coming out. Hey, best of luck, man.
Exactly like you see on this video. But if a private equity firm buys that creator's entire channel, even if every video they make going forward is produced inside a portfolio being managed toward a financial exit, the creator doesn't have to say anything. And that hush-hush is exactly what allows any of this to even work. Because here at Subscriber Stone Capital...
But why? Okay, let's read this contract. Does the FTC hold influencers and bloggers to a higher standard than reviewers for traditional media outlets? No. The FTC Act applies across the board. The issue is, and always has been, whether the audience understands the reviewer's relationship to the company whose products are being recommended. If the audience understands the relationship, a disclosure isn't needed. So what does that mean though? That still it sounds like the audience doesn't understand the relationship. Yeah, it's bad highlighting.
Being managed toward a financial exit, the creator doesn't have to say anything. And that hush-hush is exactly what allows any of this to even work. Because here at Subscriber Stone Capital, what I didn't tell you is we do businesses with these creators in two ways. Either we own it outright 100% or a majority stake acquisition of 50 to 80% where the original creator remains. And we actually prefer those deals because now the creator also becomes a shareholder in Subscriber Stone Capital. Okay, but why do we do that? Well, oh, time's up. Sorry. Anyways, well, when their financial interest is now aligned with mine, he or she is going to damn well make sure he's going to keep cranking out videos. But more importantly, he or she is going to damn well make sure to not tell you, the audience, that he or she was owned by me all along. Because we both know how that will go, right? By aligning our incentives and having stakes in each other's companies, now the creator is handcuffed because at the end of the day, we both want the exit to go well, right? So it seems like I was joking.
This vid is confusing and too smart for me. All right. I guess, all right, quick. Basically, big company buy YouTube channel. Big company buy out the rights to YouTube channel's revenue. Roughly half. Split money in half. Half go to them, half go to them. Give big chunk of money. But YouTuber also gets share of big company. So if big company do well, YouTuber also do well. Meaning, YouTuber has to do what big company says for their money to continue. Big company buy a lot of YouTube channel. Low-key scam. Big company bad. Big company bad. Big company bad. Big company bad.
But the thing is, none of that was even
Like, actually big company bad. Like, get the fuck... Hang on. Oh, I thought that was my computer in the corner. Alright, we're good. Actually big company bad. Like, just stay the fuck out of the cool shit. This happens all the time, bro. Like, yo. Like, you ever, like, watch a movie and they, like, make a reference to, like just, like, a small meme or something online, and you can tell that they only put it in there because they're trying to, like, appeal to you, and now it's the worst thing you've ever seen? Why don't they get it, bruh? Make your money somewhere else, twin. Stay the fuck out of, like, the cool shit. Stay out. Stay out. Like, you're providing no fucking value to anybody. You're doing nothing.
a bit. Like, yeah, subscriber stone capital is fake as shit, but it's similar to what actual private equity firms that bought your favorite channels have been doing for the last 5 years. And a few main players are increasingly driving up all of the deal flow. And it's not just happening to YouTube. The same dynamic is playing out everywhere online. Platforms that seem free are really just collecting everything about you and selling it to whoever will pay, like your inbox, your habits, and your behavior over time. And all of it is becoming an asset on someone else's balance sheet. That's where today's sponsor, Proton Mail, comes in. Where that money is going and where it's coming from. Surprise you with a bot in the future by Proton Mail for free. So now let's talk about which channels have actually been bought and the few players behind them all. And look, some of these names are going to surprise you, but the bigger surprise might be where that money is going and where it's coming from. So we'll be looking at 3 main players and their portfolio, but why not start with the first and the biggest, Electrify Video Partners. Based in London with $135 million raised and backed by another private equity firm called Capital D, they've been buying up a bunch of channels over the last 5 years. And you'll definitely recognize at least one of them. From Fireship, which is a coding education, Simple History, history animation, Improvement Pill, self-improvement, and this one really surprised me, Fern, that amazing documentary channel.
I was gonna say, I feel like they could buy out Fern. I was gonna say, I feel like Fern is like the style of channel with so many people working on it that it could be bought out. What up, Lamente? They still make great videos, though. I literally have a Fern video on the fucking watch later. And but it's also like, I mean, yes, it does suck, but Fern is obviously like a huge production. And it's like, what are they giving up? You know what I mean? How much could, like, what percent of the channel was sold? Bring back Jimmy. I sent a DM and comment on how sick that shit would be. No, I appreciate you wanting us to, though. Maybe one day, man, but as of right now, no. As of right now, no. But maybe one day. I'll never say never, but not in the plans. Simple History makes me tear up. Yeah, some of these are just like, why? Like, you could have just ran this forever. I think a lot of it, though, is like, especially with like, it's also like, I think it's easier to sell a faceless channel because it's not connected to you. You're just making a really, you're just making a well-produced video, right? You're just a part of the production team of a video. So I think when you don't build a channel based on your personality, it's a little easier to look at the production of the videos more as a job, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, for me to sell a channel, I have to come on here and continue to, like, give my personality and be the best version of myself, knowing that, like, I have somebody else's share value on the line. But, like, if you're just something like Fern who's making documentaries or Simple History, it's just kind of like, okay, we just gotta make the videos like we were, but now it's like a different fuck, I don't know. Why are we selling channels?
And this one really surprised me. Fern, that amazing documentary channel, but the biggest and most significant one is Veritasium. Ran by Derek Muller, Electrify became the majority owner and took over hiring, logistics, compliance, taxes in a deal that allowed Muller to stay on as co-owner on his 20 million subscriber channel.
They would take care of things like hiring, production, logistics.
And this deal was actually announced a few years ago in April 2023, but
Imagine being
Watch this video earlier. Good watch. It's a really good watch right now. Shout out this guy for this video. It's an incredible watch right now.
take a look at that date. The deal closed in 2023, but he didn't directly tell his audience on YouTube.
Here come these investors ruining another good YouTube channel. Make a video about the ownership of this channel and what changes the Electric video about your channel. This isn't Derek's channel. It's owned by a faceless conglomerate of investors. That's why they have pushed new people in front of the camera.
Until Christmas Eve of 2025. So why did he wait? Well, I imagine it's because they knew exactly how people would react. Oh, and I say they because he also became a shareholder in Electrify itself.
I signed the deal in April 2023, and since then, Veritasium has been owned and run by me and Electrify.
So obviously his financial interest is also aligned with the firm's eventual exit. But to be fair, it was also a smart
I've also never watched Veritasium. What kind of videos does Veritasium make?
business move by keeping it low key and then going on to create 3 of the channel's most watched videos ever, and subscriber counts continue to grow by 50%. By showing that nothing has changed and then announcing it, there's not much things that an audience could say. And especially if Muller is still there and the videos are still quality, if we look at just the numbers, Electrify did make Veritasium better. So the important nuance here is that private equity takeover of a channel doesn't automatically equal bad.
Science, physics.
But you know by now that if every deal looked like this, there'd be no video. Because remember what I said earlier about keep.
Yeah, so like, I mean, that's a good and a fair point. Like, if the videos are getting better, like, there is such thing as making a deal to make a channel better. Like, you are given, having a company take over things that you can't handle all yourself, and like giving you resources and time and kind of room to operate. Like, I can see a version of a channel like that big with that many subs where it like actually is a benefit to both parties to free up. That's what I'm saying. That's probably what Fern did. Like, because it probably makes sense for some people to free up that time and be given those resources to continue making better and better videos. I don't love it as a means to sell out. You know what I mean? Their videos are very high quality, but they post very often. Yeah, I mean, you literally can't do that as a one-man show. You know what I mean? But yeah.
Man Risk, which is a perfect transition to our second player, Lunar X, which was specifically launched by former KKR executives to invest in digital first media brands. And they made a splash onto this scene in 2022 by acquiring The Game Theorist with 40 million plus combined subscribers across their 5 channels. And similar to Veritasium's Derek, the sale was framed as this thing that would let MatPat, the guy who built it, to finally be able to step back.
On March 9th, I will be hosting my last Theory episode.
The deal was that MatPat would handle the creative direction behind the scenes and Lunar X would handle all the boring business stuff. And since MatPat has officially stepped away from the camera, on the surface, it actually seems like a success. They gained 1 million new subscribers across all 5 channels, but the revenue tells a different story. Estimated monthly earnings has dropped 70% from roughly 52,000 in March 2024 to around 13,000 to 17,000 by February 2026. So what this tells you is that once the key man has removed himself from camera, the loyal audience also went away with it. Now, it remains to be seen if they will recover, but for some, they didn't even get that luxury, which leads us to our third and final player.
I mean, that's an interesting one, right? Because like the concept I don't even know if I hate. I would just much rather these people not sell the rights to a company. I think, like, if you want to stop making YouTube videos, you have to find a YouTuber willing to continue it. You know what I mean? Like, you have to. I feel like I would much rather have preferred MatPat, like, build his own team of people. And maybe he did. You know what I mean? I stopped watching after he left because it's not the same. Yeah, because you subscribe for MatPat. You know what I mean? But, like, when he's not there, it's just not, it's not the same channel. I don't know. I think if you want your channel and the thing that your channel is putting out into the world to continue, either you have to keep doing it or you have to find somebody willing to do it that's, like, not a company or a conglomerate. I think he did build a team before he sold it. Yeah, the details are... I don't know the details, obviously. I'm just saying, for me personally, if I had a channel like Game Theory, I would have to select the people. It would have to be, like, friends. I wouldn't sell... I don't think I'd sell it to, like, a company. I think I would just, like... I don't know, because I'm not... Ashley, it is looking like you're the only person in chat, but I appreciate you being here.
Black tip, bollard white black tip. The H-man from Austria had a black mustache. Austria. Got you, bro. Every time.
Bollard with black line, 2 white dots, 1 white dot, Germany. So, black strip with 2 white dots, two white eyes, Germany.
Yep. Ooh. Yeah. Bollard, pointy dildo tip, French stinky dildo.
And they have the white wrap and the red wrap.
Yeah. Stinky French dildo.
Okay.
Stinky.
However, you remember, because I've
been doing, like, weird tech. Been, like,
you downloaded the thing, right?
Yeah, I've been doing it for like an hour and a half now. Just like the H-man, black right here, but he came from Austria.
Right.
I got you, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Yep, we're gonna win this shit.
We are. Guys, he's explaining to me GeoGuessr metas. Just don't. Whoa, Devin! Whoa, Devin! Oh, Devin! Let's just get back to the video.
Recurrent Ventures. Oh, and they raised 3, which leads us to our third and final player, Recurrent Ventures. Oh, and they raised $300 million from our favorite private equity firm, Blackstone. And their portfolio is huge, from Task and Purpose to even Popular Science, but their most important acquisition is Donut Media. Founded in 2015, these 4 guys built a cult following around automotive content with their 5.8 million subscriber channel. And so it's no surprise that Recurrent Ventures was all over this to acquire Donut, and they successfully did so in November 2021. And the big promise that they made here was that all founding staff would remain, but
in the near future.
What is this video about? It's about how big YouTube channels have been acquiring, how big companies have been buying out YouTube channels and turning them into garbage. GeoGuessr metas.
that soon changed. After securing that sweet $300 million funding from Blackstone, Recurrent started moving different. They overhired across the portfolio, attempted to squeeze more revenue from product reviews, and when the economics deteriorated, they started to cut costs. And even though raw subscriber count continued to grow 8 million by 2024, what didn't, and sounds a little bit corny, was that magic that made them great. Less than 3 years after acquisition, 3 of the 4 guys all departed within weeks of each other, and so did the audience. Because 2 of the hosts launched their own independent channels, Big Time and Speed, and just within a
Speed's such a good channel.
matter of weeks, crossed 1.6 million combined subscribers. So with all these different outcomes, and right now it's showing more bad than good ones, what's interesting to see though is that private equity money keeps flowing and flowing. And when you look at the channels that they're targeting, it starts to kind of make sense. Take a look at that acquisition map again. Veritasium, Fireship, Economics Explained, these are all channels aimed at educated adults in high value niches like finance, education, and science. And this matters a lot because a regular TV ad around these niches costs around $10 to $15 to reach 1,000 people. But with YouTube, in one of these niches, it can cost $50 per thousand. And again, it goes back to advertisers not just paying for impressions, but they're paying for that trust. It's the same reason that Subscriber Stone Capital would go after a channel like Gen, because if I had to guess, you watching probably have more disposable income than someone regularly watching slop payment or kid channels. But turns out, even that is changing. Because one of the biggest deals in this entire space that I haven't even talked about yet has nothing to do with educated adults. It has everything to do with toddlers. If you have kids or for some reason watch this show, which is kind of weird, you know exactly what this is. But also it's probably more weird that you've never heard of them, considering that they're the second most subscribed YouTube channel on earth with 120 million subscribers.
CoComelon's number 2? CoComelon's the number 2 channel? Are you serious? I did not know that. What? Holy shit! Wait, what did he say?
Considering that they're the second most subscribed YouTube channel on earth with 120 million subscribers. But
I don't know when he filmed this part. He probably did a lot of editing for this video. CoComelon has 200 mil now. Holy shit, dude. I didn't know they were just pumping. How? I mean, this isn't even as many views as I thought. Wait, how many views is there? Oh my god, I think I'm gonna be sick!
Can we all agree that PewDiePie was never all that and we don't know how he got all those subs?
No. No. No, we cannot. No, we cannot agree on that. Holy, what are you even talking about, twin? No, we don't. Oz, are you rage baiting right now? Tell me if you're rage baiting right now, because I don't have time for this. Alright, then you don't, then you are losing. I never got the hype. That's fine. You're missing the context. And the context is that PewDiePie was blowing up in an era of YouTube where he was the only one doing his thing. You know what I mean? Like, nobody had done what he was doing yet. And if they had, it was like maybe a few dozen people. But he was like literally, when you are like at the front of a fucking revolution, you're gonna get that. You know what I mean? Deadass was like one of the first people to hit like every fucking milestone. So even like if PewDiePie started today doing the content he did, obviously he would not make it. But as YouTube grew and he was one of the biggest early on, it's just gonna grow with that. You know what I mean? And at the time, his videos were great, in my opinion. Even if it's not your thing. There's a lot of YouTube channels right now that I don't think are my thing. But I think his personality was great. Even then, I feel like his personality didn't deserve the milestones he reached, even with the content. I think it was overhyped. It's like, the thing is though, what does it even mean to like deserve 100 mil? Like that doesn't even make any sense because it was not given to him. 100 million people decided that they wanted to subscribe to that video. Like in the content, that doesn't make any sense to say he doesn't deserve the milestone. That doesn't matter. 100 million people decided he did. You know what I mean? That's what 100 million people like. That's not up to you. It's up to 100 million individuals. Nobody gave him 100 million subs. Deserve doesn't even make sense in that context. You know, this doesn't make any sense. His content isn't 100 million people value content. What does that literally even mean? What does that literally... And you're saying that, again, out of the context of who PewDiePie is. He's the first. Like, he is the first. Like, let's go... Like, look. Is this 18-second video 387 million views worth content? No. It's just the first video on the platform. This video would get 1 view today. But in the context of what it is, it's gonna... How many subs does he have? 6 million subs. That's so cool. Like... What somebody deserves and doesn't deserve, like, especially with content and, like, creation, there is no deserve. When you make a video, you don't deserve anything. You made a video. You just made a video. It doesn't deserve anything. You're not entitled to anything if you make a perfect video or a bad video. You just made a video. Especially at that point in YouTube, that was the beautiful thing about it. You were just making a video. Now, if 100 million people decide that they really like that video, his content was mid even for the time, okay, I can't even talk to you anymore. Because that's just obscene. That's just an obscene statement to make. I mean, that's just obscene. I can't even talk to you right now. I can't even go, like, we're almost done this video and I'm just gonna finish this video. What you're saying is obscene right now. Oz, how old are you? Are you my age? What's up, Playa? How you doing, bro? W Playa Funk, how you doing, bro? I'm 16. All right, I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you a little extra time out of my day. Oz? You don't know what was good back then because you were 1. I wasn't even that old. I was like 8. Like this video, bro, I remember this video. Like his early horror games with the face cam was one of the first people to have like good horror game playthroughs with face cam. Twin, you were 2. 3, maybe. Like, for anybody who was, like, your age now at this time, this was, like, the coolest thing ever. You know what I mean? Like, this didn't exist. 14 years ago, what he was doing just wasn't a thing, bro. Like, it just wasn't a thing. There was a few people making high quality, but it really was not that many. And again, it doesn't matter because people found this back then. I was 3. Like, come on, bro. Tobuscus for the win. I don't think did I really watch Tobuscus? Wait. Yes, I watched Tobuscus. Is he okay? He didn't do anything bad, right?
Devin is literally picking his nose on stream every 30 seconds, bruh. Get your boy. Seconds.
Hungry, bro. Why am I getting a Hungary vibe here? It's not bad. Poland. Ah, fuck the goddamn utility poles. I don't remember what that is.
I actually know what that one is.
What is that?
Lithuania!
Jeez. That's not a double orange, though. Lithuania. Oh, new Ballard alert. So orange like that is Lithuania. Orange, solid orange.
Chat, y'all see that? Y'all see that?
I don't even know how to.
I'm fucking cold, bro. I'm dead ass cold. Bro, I have been fucking ripping. I've been actually ripping, bro. I got the mod to learn the metas. Dude, I've been ripping. I got a 23,000 score with the metas, bro. No, Oz, I understand. My only point is that you, like, when you were old enough to start watching YouTube, I get what you mean by saying, like, okay, as YouTube started growing, PewDiePie's content low-key stayed the same, and for the time, content was really, like, heavily improving. But without the context of what he was doing at the start when nobody was doing it, you don't understand why he got that initial boost. And when a channel's that big and people are coming to YouTube and he was the biggest channel off rip, you're gonna know who the biggest channel on YouTube is. He was the biggest because he was the first, and then as new people come to YouTube, everyone goes, okay, who's the biggest? And it was him. So, like, and then, you know, even though it wasn't the best content, people still give it a watch, and they're like, okay, I like this enough, and he's the most subscribed, I'm gonna subscribe. You know what I mean?
But in November, they're the second most subscribed YouTube channel on earth with 120 million subscribers. But in November 2021, Candle Media, run by former Disney executives and backed again by Blackstone, acquired Cocomelon's parent company for $3 billion. And what they built with that money is a system that literally tracks second by second when a toddler stops paying attention to their videos. And by figuring out the exact
That's so scary.
moment a 2-year-old looks away, they can engineer every video onwards to make sure that never happens again. So point is, it's not just channels for adults. Private equity is increasingly reaching the youngest audiences who know nothing other than to press play on their damn iPad. Because as long as those kids keep watching and begging their parents to buy the latest merch or game, that's all the return on investment anyone needs. And the thing is, every deal that I've
Dude, I am not giving my kid a fucking phone. I'm not giving him a fucking iPad. I don't care. I literally don't care what it takes to raise my child. I'm not putting a fucking iPad in front of his face. I can't. Like, I get it, and I understand why a lot of parents do it, because, you know, I mean, you can't do a million things at once, and it just gives your kids something to watch. It's not harmful. It's a song. It's teaching them something, fine. But, like, bro, I mean, that's, like... And I remember, like, as a kid, like, I got a phone when I was 10. I probably shouldn't have had one until I was 12. Thank you for the 100.
W for not giving your kid an iPad.
Yeah, I can't, bro. I can't knowingly now, knowing, like, how kids turn out and how kids act with the iPad now. Like, the parents who are, like, 10 years older than me who did that trial run, appreciate y'all. Like, y'all did what you had to do. I'm not giving my kid a phone or a pad for a while. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be tough when they get to school, because I remember I got to school and kids had, like, iPods, like iPod Touches, so they could, like, play games and stuff on it. And all I wanted was to play games on a fucking iPod. Like, I remember, like, fiending, bro. I was asking, like, every week, like, please, just a fucking iPod Touch, please. And they got me an iPad when I was, like, 8 or 9, probably. And I was just ripping games in YouTube, but, like... I guess 8 or 9 probably is okay to start watching some YouTube videos. Like, you can start getting into it, but I don't know. Because you're just gonna get fried. And now that YouTube Shorts is a thing, my kid cannot be on YouTube Shorts. My kid cannot be on YouTube Shorts. He cannot, or she. It's nice to know that most people in my generation have that opinion. Every person I talk to about it has the same opinion. Yeah. Because I think people understand, like, everyone can look at themselves and be like, yeah, bro, I am too on my phone. Like, I am way too on my phone. I need to stop. Yeah, no short form. My kid cannot watch short form, and I don't know how I'm going to stop it. But short form is literally my kryptonite. Sometimes I accidentally open TikTok and I give it at least 8 scrolls. Like, I dead ass start drooling.
Showed you so far are only the ones that we know about. And when collective investment into YouTube channels have now reached $4 million, there's probably a lot more that we don't. Like, again, maybe this channel. But before I reveal that truth, we have to talk about what all this actually means. Because everything I've talked about isn't just about entertainment getting worse or bought out. Matter of fact, All this even goes beyond money. This means controlling what the next generation believes and how our future is already getting manipulated. And if you think that's hyperbolic, think again, because we already saw what creator trust can do when it's pointed at politics. During the 2024 election, Trump sat down with Joe Rogan, Aiden Ross, the Nelk Boys, Theo Vaughn, and dozens of creators most boomers and big heads that traditional media has never heard about.
President Trump back on the podcast.
We're back. I'll say that to the Nelk Boys.
It's our last chance.
If she wins, the country's finished.
His appearance on Rogan
It's why he won. It's why he won. Not to dive too into it. It's literally why he won. And I feel bad for Theo, bro, because Theo seems like he's so like when Theo went on Joe Rogan, he seems so destroyed about it, bro. Like he is like with everything going on in the world, he hates it. And it's such a shame because I don't even think he realized like how big of an influence he was going to have in that. But like, oh my God, what a fucking world that we're living in that like genuinely that probably was one of the biggest deciding factors of a presidential election. The Nelk Boys podcast. Like, I just can't, bro. Does Theo support Trump? Because if he does, why would he be upset? Well, he had him on his podcast. But now Theo went on Joe Rogan and was like talking about like the war in Gaza and stuff and was like and the war in Iran and was just getting super fucked up about it. And I think just was like I think there was definitely a few of those podcasters who were just like trying to have a conversation and then like unknowingly just like platform somebody they didn't mean to platform. Yeah, I don't know. The whole thing with, like, the fucking podcast press run was crazy. I remember watching this, like, this is so fucking dystopian. That, like, the president-elect is going on podcasts now. Like, that's just, like... Like, these forms of media used to be, like, the escape from this shit. And now it just feels like general media is now trying to, like... Bro, it's just like the kid that you don't want at the fucking party, bro. He's just like, what's up, everybody? Like, get the fuck out, bro. Like, we literally need, like, a fucking content renaissance. Because I hate how, like, commercial everything is becoming and how intertwined. It used to be the escape from traditional media. That's why when you would see YouTubers go on the news, it was just so awkward. They didn't understand it. Like, and they didn't really care. Like, you would have, like, Viners on the news, and they don't know what the fuck they're talking about. They're just like, oh, they're doing little funny 6-second videos. And then all of a sudden, it's like, oh, wait. Mr. Beast gave away how much? Why didn't you say this was a lucrative business? Yeah. I'll buy your YouTube channel. Yeah. Like, we don't have anything that's just, like, the thing. Like, everything is so... heavily monetized now, which is great because I like making content and that offers me an opportunity to make a living doing it, which is so cool. But like, it's just so commercial and intertwined with everything else in the world when it used to be something else entirely. It used to feel like, growing up, it used to feel like my thing. It used to feel like our thing was like YouTube videos and like, your parents didn't really know what you're doing. It felt like the world, it felt like a whole little closed off subsection of the world with this super cool thing. And now it's not. Now it's like the thing. Now it's like, this is like our version of Hollywood now. It's like internet stars are like the new fucking movie stars. And I hate it. And yes, and now in streaming as well. Kai Cenat, save us, bottom 5 sentence you've ever said in your life.
Alone pulled nearly 38 million YouTube views within hours, and during his victory speech, Dana White got on stage and thanked content creators by name.
I want to thank the Nelk Boys, Aiden Ross, Theo Vaughn, and last but not least, the mighty and powerful Joe Rogan.
Among listeners who said podcasts influenced their vote,
I just gotta roll my eyes for a minute. Sorry, guys.
54% went for Trump. But where I'm going with this is here's influenced their vote. 54% went for Trump. But where I'm going with this is here's where it gets uncomfortable. Private equity acquired channels already are being told to change content to be safer because controversy scares of advertisers and their portfolio managers. So if that's already happening, what's stopping a private equity firm from acquiring political commentary channels and steering their editorial direction towards candidates who would pass laws that benefit the firm's other investments?
Nothing.
Because the thing is, there's currently no rules against it. And right now, when an influencer is cheaper
Bro, look at this fucking still frame, bro.
acquired than some mainstream news network. Plus, the audience trusts them more. And like we established, when a creator doesn't have to disclose what private equity firm they're owned by, it really becomes a no-brainer on both sides. And so remember that third criteria I mentioned in the subscriber stone investor meeting? That third criteria I'm sure private equity firms consider is
do you think it's a bad thing that the president is on podcasts or high officials? I honestly don't know, because I think about it, in an hour-long convo with someone like that, you kind of sort of get to see how they are without the speeches and without the press all up in their ass. Yes, but you have to consider the point that they're not just going on just like a place where they can talk for an hour. If that were the thing, then any of these high officials or president-elects should just start their own fucking podcast. They're going onto a platform where everybody is already a big fan of the person they're talking to, right? Like, they're going onto somebody where they already have a fan base and a platform. It's not just like, I'm just going to talk for a while and you get to hear what I think and like how I talk and how I think. It's like, I'm going onto your favorite person's platform to talk to them. And your favorite person seems to enjoy talking to me. So it's like, yes, it's basically a free softball, like, yeah, basically, you know what I mean? Free softball interview. Free softball interview with everybody who's sitting on the fence just being like, wow, good convo. You know what I mean? Like, too many companies have found how much of an impact the internet can have and plagued it. Yes. Yes. I think the good thing is, though, that has to go away now, because the only reason the internet had so much influence is because of the genuinity of it. Just like genuine people being themselves, creating their content. Now that it like infiltrates it, that can't go on. Because these dumb fucking conglomerate heads and these fucking people who own these private equity firms have no idea, for some reason, why these things are so successful. All they see is like money coming in and like influence, and they're like, okay, cool, give me. Because these people have no idea how to create anything meaningful or do anything purposeful for the society. All they know is how to like increase shareholder value and then just keep doing that for the rest of their lives until they die. So, I don't know.
How much the channel values money over principles. Because I can tell you from experience, I've gotten offers for this channel that can't fully disclose. But what I can tell you is that when those conversations happen, the first thing that gets discussed is the sort and list of topics that you're not allowed to touch anymore. So really think about where all this is heading. We stopped trusting the banks after 2008. We stopped trusting the government a long time ago, hopefully, and you stopped trusting mainstream media. And now it's pretty undeniable that that trust has been transferred to your favorite YouTuber like myself. But at the same time, when 80% say that the biggest trust killer is when influencers reveal themselves as not genuine or transparent, unlike the other institutions we named that lost trust slowly over decades, this relationship is something that can break overnight. And what we're now beginning to see is that it's not just private equity, but the largest companies is making their way into one of the last institutions that people sort of trust. As I was finishing this video, OpenAI just bought TBPN, a live stream talk show that's like the sports center of the tech industry.
A core part of this is editorial independence. We can say whatever we want because we're live and we don't need to run anything through anyone.
Well, we'll see about that. But when reports are saying that the deal was somewhere near $100 million, we'll see how much independence that truly means. So whether this is the beginning of the end, one thing is for certain. Within the next 10 to 15 years, a major influencer is going to run for president and he or she is going to win. When that happens, the question won't be whether they're qualified. The question you need to think about is who owns them. And so I'll be going even deeper into this issue next week on my free newsletter in the video description. But if you don't want to join the special 2,800 of you and would rather watch how private equity isn't just breaking your favorite YouTube channel, but potentially the global economy, go and watch this video on how private equity will break America.
Yeah, wow. What even is an AI company? Let's look it up. I know OpenAI is like, they're like the ones that develop and own ChatGPT. Let's see what Wikipedia has to say, because I can't find another definition for OpenAI. OpenAI is an American artificial intelligence research organization consisting of a for-profit public benefit corporation, PBC, and a non-profit foundation headquartered in France. OpenAI developed the GPT family of large language models, the DALL-E series of text-to-image models, and the Sora series of text-to-video models. OpenAI was founded in 2015 in Delaware as a non-profit, a for-profit. Whatever. Yeah, that's fucked. That's fucked. Well, first things first, guys. No need to fear. I will never sell any of my channels because that's not why I made them. I didn't make them to make a fuckload of money. I made them because I wanted to make really awesome, cool videos like the ones that I enjoy about things that I want to make them about. So, for me, you never have to worry about me selling any of my channels. You're good on this. You're good on here. I'm also not going to allow anybody to influence the things that I say or tell me what I can and can't talk about. That's where we are. And I've actually been told a fair few times to like, kind of like make the content more family friendly and like maybe not curse as much or talk about certain things. And every time I've been like, no. And it's just such a, to me, it's such a disconnect because people say that because, you know, you can get more brand deals that way. And like they say, like advertisers are more likely to work with you. But if you're big enough and true enough to yourself, an advertiser will work with you anyway. iShowSpeed has a deal with Dick's Sporting Goods. Can we, like, take a second to remember one of any of the things that he said, like, 3 years ago, 4 years ago? He was saying the craziest shit ever. And he's not even, like, really that much more family friendly now. You know what I mean? Like, but again, you don't make, it's just a disconnect between the people that want to make money off the content and the people that make the content. It's like, you don't get that, like, I grew a following by doing that thing that you're telling me to not do. Why the fuck would I do that? You know what I mean? Doesn't make any sense. That doesn't make any sense. But iShowSpeed, yeah. iShowSpeed said horrible things. Horrible things. I think it's okay to change your content if you're changing within the guidelines of what you feel like you should do at that time. But like, your content can evolve, you know? I feel like my content has definitely evolved a lot, but like, it wasn't because somebody told me it had to evolve, you know what I mean? Like, how many viewers do we have on YouTube right now? What we got? Oh, 12 concurrent viewers. Cool. Sweet. Cool. Hello, everybody on the tube. Should I make a poll for what YouTube vid to watch next, or are you sure that it will be the Fern one? Fern's bought out, bro. I'm really curious about the Fern deal now, knowing that they're bought out. They're literally in the thumbnail. I don't know how I missed that. Yeah, I mean, but like I said, I feel like they make the kind of videos that allow for that. But I wonder, like, what they're allowed to talk about and not talk about. I feel like they talk about a lot of stuff. But, yeah, just knowing... I think it's more about the fact that just knowing that, like, your favorite YouTube channel... With Fern, it's faceless. But, like... When it gets bought out, there's a possibility that the person that you enjoy watching is not in control.
Frankie, sorry to interrupt, but I am surrounded by idiots. I am at trade school and my instructor was telling us about the 1/16th marks on a tape measure, and these dumbasses are asking, why does it start at the 16th? And why do you say 1/8 instead of 2/16?
Yeah, sorry, bro. Sorry you gotta go through that. Sorry you gotta go through that, bro. But no, like I was saying, like, I think it's just like, if the person that you are like, oh, I like watching this person, isn't even control of the things that they're making, it's just like, I hate it now. I hate, like, because that's just, now it's just a production with a bunch of people and moving parts, and, like, if I wanted that, I would just go fucking watch TV, you know? Yeah, money's ruining YouTube. But, alright, what should we watch next? Because 18-minute video about the pyramids. I kind of do want to watch that. Because, like, dead ass, how were they made? I don't know, chat, what are we thinking? Fern video? Papa Meat video? Also, I saw somebody say, can you watch a Joe Bartolozzi philosophy video? I'll look. Joe might have a philosophy video that I like. Let's see. Mark Wahlberg's Pay to Pray app? Oh, Christ. Being too productive over... I was actually watching this because this is a big problem that I have, but also, like, not at the same time. Let me put it on there. The Yap with Adapt. All right, let's get back. No Joe Bart? Why? Why, bruh? We love Joe here. I don't want Joe Bart if it's a reacts vid. I guess that is fair because most of his... Well, I would react to a Joe Bart philosophy vid if the philosophy vid wasn't a reaction video. Like, you know how sometimes he just makes one in front of the camera and yaps? Those I wouldn't have a problem commentating on. But the ones where he's, like, yeah, the ones where he's, like, watching a YouTube video and then philosophizing on the YouTube video is different. That doesn't really make too much sense. So maybe I wouldn't actually watch that one. Ah! I wanted to watch the Jack Pockets video, actually. What's the most evil? Because he just makes such bangers.
I saw that my PR...
Shut up. Sorry. Reaction to a reaction. Yeah. I feel like YouTube has gotten better in the sense that, like, reactions aren't necessarily as much reactions as they used to. I feel like reaction videos used to be so much worse. Reaction videos used to just be like, let the whole video play and be like, oh, what? Oh. Now it's like, commentate. Now it's like, adds some form of value. They used to be abysmal, bro. Do you guys remember the old YouTube where, like, it used to genuinely be, like, just some guy in the corner, like, okay. Yeah, no. Yeah. Okay. Like, no, like, they were just, like, nodding their head. There was one dude who was literally like this. Just nothing. Sniper Wolf is so bad. I've never watched Sniper Wolf. The random green screen with bad light. Yeah. The only one who was good was Flight. Flight was like the greatest of his time. Yes, Wedlock, exactly that. All right, let's watch this new video by Jack Pockets. Not really new. It's from a month ago. But Jack Pockets is great. What's the most evil company? Everybody ready? Okay, hope so. And it's fucking muted. Everyone type dumb idiot.
The world's most evil companies are hiding in plain sight. Some build their empires with child slaves. Others are watching you as we speak. And one is literally in your blood. But don't worry, because in this video, you'll see what the worst of these organizations have been doing behind the scenes, all to find out what is the most evil company. Starting with the largest athletic brand in the world, Nike. In the 1970s, started making use of factories in Asia where workers were paid 14 cents an hour.
Damn! Fuck! 14 cents an hour. Imagine casually walking into a store and the camera says threat detected. I hate the thought that, like, I'm being watched. But also, like, watch me, I guess? I don't fucking know. Like, 14 cents, bro. You gotta work 10 hours to make $1? Does advice segment somewhat... Frank does... Oh, okay, sorry. You were responding to another chat.
Use of factories in Asia where workers were paid 14 cents an hour, exposed to incredibly toxic fumes, and physically and verbally abused. Nike initially brushed off these issues until a 4K image of a 12-year-old Pakistani boy sewing Nike soccer balls sparked public outrage. Facing a tanking reputation, Nike apologized and announced they would be fixing their labor practices, but to this day, they still just haven't stopped doing it. But is a little slave labor really that bad compared to companies?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Companies who have killed millions, caused drug crises, and even tried to destroy the planet.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it is. No, it is. No, it is. No, yeah. No, it is. What's so crazy, like, I get that Nike's huge, right? I get that they have to make a whole lot of shit. But, like, you mean to tell me that there's not enough money to properly pay all the factory workers? And also, like, y'all don't have machines that can just make that yet? What are we doing? What are we doing? We're selling soccer balls? Motherfucker, you can't automatically make a soccer ball yet? Come on. Lock in. Bye, Boudin! Joe's live. What's he doing? Yeah, like, come on. Like, how, like, bro, what is Nike worth? What is the net worth of Nike? I mean, guys. Like, I understand all of that isn't, like, liquid cash. I get it. Phil Knight has donated $2 billion in his lifetime. Major donor organizations like the... How much did he donate to the University of Oregon? To Oregon what? Guess we'll never know. So, probably something good. Yeah, I mean, good for him, I guess. There's just no way that we have to be, like, how valuable is that fucking margin that, like, we're literally using, and how's that legal? How are we getting away with this? How? I just don't understand how these things are, like, still happening. I feel like we live in a time where, like, these things should be, like, taken care of. Yet it's still $75K a year at Oregon. I'm assuming they probably donated to, like, hopefully, like, their medical institute or something, but I work at a local Chick-fil-A, and some chick gave me the most sticky quarters ever. Lady deadass unstuck them from each other and then handed them to me. How bad does something have to look for you to decline taking it? Good question. Pretty bad. Or I'd probably just take the quarters and throw them. Like, I don't know how bad, but...
So to find the most evil company ever, let's get even worse. With a brand you've probably drank before. In 1886, an American Civil War veteran was looking to find a substitute for his morphine addiction. So he mixed together cocaine, caffeine, and sugar syrup into a drink he called Coca-Cola.
What is it?
Dude, that mix from back then was probably so peak. Chat, how good do you guys think original Coke formula was? Oh my god. What did they say? Hang on. Maybe there's ads running.
So he mixed together cocaine, caffeine, and sugar syrup into...
Dude, original Coca-Cola formula was probably banging. That shit was probably gas. I'm not gonna lie to you. That shit was probably busting off the pills. Like...
a drink he called Coca-Cola. It was marketed as a cure for headaches and fatigue. It definitely cured fatigue.
Dude.
It was marketed as...
I just sometimes can't really get over how dumb people in like as early as like 80 years ago were. Like, it's 80 years is a long time, but you guys had so much and you were all so dumb. Like, I can't get over it most of the time. I feel like all they did was just stupid shit. That's why I love making skits about like doctors in the 1900s. They would just give you like an antibacterial pill, like an antibiotic, and be like, okay, all right, you should be good. I don't know what you have. Like, literally, what the fuck was the point of doctors back then? They knew nothing. They literally knew nothing. They still use coca leaves. They're the only company that can legally own and use coca leaves. That's actually kind of fire. But it's not cocaine. Cocaine is addictive, so that shit probably went crazy. Yeah, bro. That's probably low-key. Now, if we bring this back to the point made that I was making about PewDiePie, they probably got so big off of getting everybody addicted to Coke with the original formula that they were already a massive, like, top-of-the-line drink company, that when they took it out, they were already massive and they could just continue growing the company like that. They just got everybody addicted off rip. Damn. PewDiePie just explained Coca-Cola.
The cure for headaches and fatigue. It definitely cured fatigue. But sadly, in 1904, facing public and regulatory pressure, Coke had to stop using actual Coke in their formula, and human productivity has never recovered.
Damn. What the fuck? That's actually a crazy graph. Coincidence? Who works the most? United States? Or Kingdom?
But as health sciences improved in the 1960s, Coke had a bigger problem. How do you get a health-conscious world to buy canned diabetes? Well, if you're Coke, the answer is spend millions of dollars funding corrupt health organizations to push the narrative that obesity is just caused by a lack of exercise.
Wait, what?
Then corrupt health organizations to push the narrative.
Coca-Cola fund scientists who shift blame for obesity away from bad diets. That's a New York Times article?
Obesity is just caused by a lack of exercise. Lobby against dietary guidelines and sugar taxes, then sponsor the Olympics and professional athletes to subconsciously make your products appear more healthy. Tell the world you don't advertise to children, then popularize Santa Claus with your marketing and put vending machines in elementary schools.
Hang on 1 second, stream. Girlfriend's calling me. Girlfriend break. Sorry, chat. Sorry, chat. Had to do something for my lady. All right. Let's continue real quick. Let's get back.
By a lack of exercise, lobby against dietary guidelines and sugar taxes, then sponsor the Olympics and professional athletes to subconsciously make your products appear more healthy. Tell the world you don't advertise to children, then popularize Santa Claus with your marketing and put vending machines in elementary schools. Then to boost your profits, outsource to bottling plants that assassinate union members and drain entire towns' water supplies. Coca-Cola's devious tactics have made them the largest beverage brand on the planet, giving out 2 billion servings a day, and human arteries have never recovered.
Harvard Tech, roughly 180,000 deaths worldwide linked to sugary drink consumption in 2013. And that's in 2013.
But this next company...
Jesus Christ. I didn't realize Coke was that bad, bruh. Yeah, I mean, I feel like I always see those Coke commercials, though, that, like, have an athlete in it, and I'm like, you're not drinking a Coke. You ever see that one? Like, whenever you see like an athlete playing a sport and they like drink a Coke, you're like, you're not doing that shit, you idiot. You're like, maybe a Gatorade, which by the way, Coke owns, if you didn't know. Coke owns Gatorade, so it's the same fucking thing. It's the same fucking thing. When did they acquire Gatorade, or make Gatorade rather? Actually. Oh, I'm sorry. I have gotten it mixed up.
You know Coca-Cola made Santa Claus?
I have gotten it mixed up. They own Powerade. Okay, they made it. They made it. So, in case y'all didn't know, what had happened was, it was Coke versus Pepsi. Pepsi acquired the Quaker Oats Company, which the Quaker Oats Company owned Gatorade. So Gatorade is owned by Pepsi, and then Coca-Cola invented Powerade to compete with that. Both of them just own, like, the sugary sports drink. Low-key, I think it's good now. I'm gonna go get a diet soda just because. I think it's good now that, like, people are starting to understand more and more, I hope, that zero sugar sodas are not, like, inherently bad for you almost in any scientific way. There's no scientific evidence showing that artificial sweeteners are bad for you. Every study shows that you can pretty much drink as much diet soda as you want, and if the caffeine isn't harming you, if you're doing, like, caffeine-free diet soda, you're good to go. Which I think is good. Because I remember that used to be, like, a big thing. Like, people used to be like, oh, Diet Coke is worse. And people would really just say that with, like, no... just, like, out of their ass. You know? People were dead ass saying diet soda is worse than regular soda out of their butt crack. You know what I mean? Because, like, aspartame is lethal if you drink, like, 20 cans of diet soda a day from birth. I think it's more. I think it's literally more. What would be a lethal dose of aspartame in terms of Diet Coke cans? Come on. Just give me the fucking answer. Okay, so according to the World Health Organization, well, it just said it on the other. It said it right here. The IARC classifies aspartame as wait, what does it say? What do you? Okay, you don't know what you're saying. the acceptable daily intake of 40 milligrams per kilogram of body weight. So I'm roughly 100 kilograms. So I could have 4,000 milligrams of aspartame. I could have 4,000 milligrams. So just for me to reach the limit of like, hey, this might start getting dangerous, I'd have to drink 20 Diet Cokes. And that's before it even starts getting bad. Hey, Truth. Frankie, I'm here for self-promotion. Self-promo all you want, brother. All you want. Nah, Coke is fucked, though. This goes back to what we were just talking about, too, which is, like... there's just... The greed of... Like, this... Oh, man. Just so... there's nothing to be said. It just, like, fucking speaks for itself. I just can't believe... there's not more regulation on these companies doing this. Or, like, any way to, like, disallow this. You know what I mean? They do all this shit and they be like, well, you can't tax billionaires because then they're just not going to want to work as hard. And then they just, like, throw up a fucking sweatshop in Vietnam. Like, like, what the fuck are we talking about? Like, that's working hard to you? That's working hard to you. Okay. That.
Today, and human...
Hello.
Covered. But this next company kills you a lot faster than sugar. Boeing. When developing the 737 MAX, realized the plane would tilt upward during takeoff, so they used a software called MCAS to automatically push the tilting plane back down. But adding this system would require extra pilot training, which would be expensive and time-consuming. So to avoid all that, Boeing didn't tell anyone about it, including the pilots.
It's still a mystery tonight what caused this brand new plane to crash into the ocean.
The pilots of Lion Air Flight 610 fought a tug-of-war battle with the plane's computer, finally losing the battle as the plane slammed into the ocean at 450 miles per hour.
After the crash of Lion Air...
What? What? Who? Okay, we have to think logically here. I'm gonna snooze this ad real quick. We have to think logically here. Because we have to understand that Boeing is not just like 3 guys in a room being like, okay, like when you put like, oh, Boeing decided not to tell anyone, who the fuck is Boeing? Who is at this company being like, okay, so we're gonna put a new thing in the planes. You know, the planes that fly in the air with like, I don't know, 300 fucking people on them. And then we're just not going to tell the guys who are flying the fucking planes to do that. And like that right there, can anyone else think of a logical reason why Boeing would not train their pilots on a new computer system other than to save money? Because like I feel like sometimes I'm like, oh, they must have done it for this. I'm literally trying to think of... It would cost much more for all the fucking lawsuits from the family of the deceased? Yeah. Like, I can't think of any other reason. Okay.
Flight 6
into the ocean at 450 miles per hour.
After the crash of Lion Air Flight 610, the regulators conducted a risk assessment that estimated there would be 15 more 737 MAX crashes if MCAS wasn't fixed. They didn't release this report. Instead, they sent out a brief memo to pilots with no mention of MCAS and kept the planes in the air. 5 months later, another 737 MAX crashed in the exact same way. The planes were then banned from flying, and Boeing had 346 deaths on their hands. Their market value dropped by 25%. They were fined $2.5 billion for damages and fraud. Their CEO got fired, of course with a little parting gift. And Boeing promised a new commitment to safety. By 2020, the 737 MAX was back in the skies, and 4 years...
Bro, I mean... I don't know how much like, the CEO knew about this. It's a huge company, and, like, there are ways that people could do things under your nose that you don't know about. Even if I'm giving benefit of the doubt, you are the chief executive officer of your company who knowingly allowed almost 400 people to lives be put in danger and die. How do you not go to jail? How do you not go to jail? I'm not following how you walk away scot-free when the company that you're responsible for and run indirectly kills 400 people. How do you, like, take 62 mil and sleep at night? I'm not understanding. How hard could it have been to just train the fucking pilots? And then what was... $2.5 billion settlement. Hang on.
Estimated there would be crash of Lion Air Flight 610, the regulators conducted a risk assessment that estimated there would be 15 more 737 MAX crashes if MCAS wasn't fixed. They didn't release this report.
Why?
Instead, they sent out a brief memo to pilots with
Boeing and the FAA failed to learn critical lessons even after the Lion Air crash. In the days after the Lion Air crash, both Boeing and the FAA issued advisories for the 737 MAX pilots that failed to mention the existence of MCAS by name on the aircraft. Why? I'm not understanding. People already died. What the fuck? Like, how could you not be like, okay, and like, what is the advisory for pilots? Be careful of what? Hey, before you go flying, I just want to tell you, look out. Be careful up there. All right? Something's wrong with this plane. I know what it is. Oh, what is it? Guess you gotta figure it out. Hey, real quick before you take off. There's actually something really wrong with the plane. What is it? I wanted to just play a little game of hide and go seek with you. You're gonna try to fly the plane normally, but something is going to fucking try to crash the plane. So, try not to crash it. And the companies get worse?
with no mention of MCAS and kept the planes in the air. 5 months later, another 737 MAX crashed in the exact same way. The planes were then banned from flying, and Boeing had 346 deaths on their hands. Their market value dropped by 25%. They were fined $2.5 billion for damages and
on my birthday! Fuck Boeing! On my birthday! Fuck Boeing!
fraud. Their CEO got fired, of course with a little parting gift. And Boeing promised a new commitment to safety. By 2020, the 737 MAX was back in the skies, and 4 years later, a door blew off. Luckily, no one was sitting by the door, so there were no fatalities, with the exception of Boeing's reputation. Their promise of a new commitment to safety fell apart when investigations found the door had been installed with no bolts. Boeing's horrendous quality control, like using Dawn dish soap as lubricant, hotel key cards to check seals, and scrapped parts as replacements on real aircrafts, began getting exposed by whistleblower after whistleblower, a suspicious amount of whom are now dead. The whole reason Boeing cut
hell no.
corners was to try and make more money to beat their main competitor. They ended up killing hundreds of people, losing billions of dollars, and getting beaten by that competitor. So Boeing screwed themselves in every possible way, except for their doors. But let's get...
Well, I mean, and I have a feeling that this is going to be like the only company on the list that actually got what they deserved in terms of like their company fucking falling apart in the attempt to be greedy and be better. But like, how could not training your pilots on a new computer system in your plane ever make you beat your competitor? I'm literally not following. I don't know, Ghost Rider. I don't know the physics. Maybe they weren't that high up. Who knows?
Even more evil with a company that just might play a role in your entire life.
Just a second.
You're born, and your first meal is a bottle of baby formula. As a kid, your favorite treats become Kit Kats and Crunch Bars. At home, you eat Hot Pockets and drink Poland Spring, or Pure Life, or Pellegrino, depending on your parents' socioeconomic status. As you get older and find your first job, you survive off instant coffee and lean cuisine. Then on your deathbed, you get your choice of feeding tube mixes. Nutrin, Complete, Peptamin. Then you die. And Nestle loses a lifetime customer.
Whoa. Whoa. Type of shit that give you chills, bro. What the fuck? Oh, hell no. I love Crunch Bars. And I drink one of those waters. Instant coffee's trash. Hot Pockets, bro. Well, what do they do? What are they doing to kill me?
Nestle is the world's biggest alleged food company, and they're well known for being comedically evil. You might have heard of their extensive use of child labor. In 2001, the US tried to fight back against this by making a law that required slave labor labeling on chocolate wrappers. But Nestle and their cronies lobbied it out of existence. They instead pinky promised to phase out child labor by 2005. After missing that deadline, they delayed it to 2008.
How does this happen? How? 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 How does this happen? How does this happen? How can you lobby child labor laws out of existence? I don't understand how we can't just go put these people in jail. Why? 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 How? Why? How? Why?
Then 2010. Then 2020, they'll get to it one day. You might have heard of Nestle draining water from water-struggling communities using cheaper expired permits, then selling it back to them in overpriced plastic. But Nestle's most evil tactic began in the 1970s. In order to expand the market for their baby formula, they sent saleswomen dressed as nurses to developing countries to promote the product as a superior alternative to old-fashioned breast milk. Not only was this not true, but formula has to be mixed with water, and Nestle was promoting in places where water was contaminated. Nestle targeted these families with free samples that lasted just long enough for the mother to lose her ability to produce breast milk, leaving her no choice but to continue buying the formula. What resulted was a massive amount of breastfed babies switching to formula and getting sick. It's estimated that Nestle's campaign caused over 10 million deaths, but something a lot stranger happened in China.
What the fuck? That's a fucking genocide. 10 million. What do you even say? What do you even say? Also, baby formula is so expensive today. What do you even say, bro? What the fuck? How are they still a company? I just don't understand. I just don't understand how you could be like clearly tied back to 10 million infant deaths and then like the legal system is just like we keep I guess I'm really severely underestimating the power of money. Like, I guess I am. I'm just severely underestimating, and just like the power of deception and money combined. What did I miss? So apparently Nestle in the 1970s went to not like they went to countries where like water was contaminated to try to. They sent people dressed as nurses to market their baby formula to people in countries where the water was contaminated, and then gave them enough free samples to last them long enough until the mother couldn't make breast milk anymore and she had to keep buying it. And then the water they would use was contaminated, meaning the baby formula was contaminated. Impoverished countries. Thank you for the, poor countries. And then in total, it's estimated that them doing that killed roughly 10 million infants due to diseases from the water. So, when they could have just, like, the mothers could have just breastfed. So, sent fake nurses over. Yeah, cool. Like, for what? For what? And why are we going to poor countries to do that? Like, I'm not following, like, hey, I'm not, like, the biggest business-minded guy, but I don't know if the impoverished nation is really the place to be peddling your baby formula, twin. Like, what are we talking about? Oh, you guys don't have clean water? Okay, have you thought about investing in some baby formula? No, I haven't. I've thought about water. No. I've thought about getting some water. What? What?
In 2008, the Sanlu Group secretly added a chemical called melamine to their baby formula to boost its protein count. This contaminated formula caused health problems for over 300,000 children in China, and 6 of them died. But unlike Nestle, the Sanlu executives faced criminal punishment.
Fucking thank God!
Some of them were sent to prison.
Good, bye, see ya, bye, bye!
But 2 of them were sentenced to death. After getting millions in compensation, claims from victims, Sanlu declared bankruptcy and was fully dissolved. Nestle caused much more damage, but their alleged food company is still thriving.
Like, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. How the hell... Our legal system really doesn't have any way of taking care of that? What is Devin screaming about? Hang on.
Around, bro, there's a monkey on a scooter! That's crazy! Dude, he's just going down the road!
That actually is kind of nuts. Okay, fine. Get off. I gotta get off.
What?
He's on such a different fucking... He's just on some other shit. He's on some other shit.
Nestle is a strong candidate for the most evil company ever. But this next company is evil for a very different reason. After 9/11, the United States launched the biggest mass surveillance program in history. It was called Total Information Awareness, and it was made to collect and monitor everyone's private data with the goal of finding terrorists before they could act. But after public protest, it was shut down in 2003, and the US narrowly avoided becoming a dystopian surveillance state. A few months later, 2 guys founded Palantir. One of those guys was PayPal billionaire Peter.
I don't know a lot about Palantir, and I feel like the day I start reading into it is going to be the day I fucking go off the rails. Did you know that mother's milk changes with the child's growth? If mom senses their child is sick, she'll boost up her production of milk with a higher amount of vitamins and minerals. That's crazy. Do you know if you put a newborn baby on, like, if you, like, let the mother hold her, or him, their heartbeats sync up? Do you know that? Fun fact. And scientists don't even know why. They just sync up. The child's heartbeat literally syncs up with the mother's if you let them hold them as soon as they're born. Did you know that males can also breastfeed? Didn't know, because I don't think that's a fact.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right?
The other guy was...
I mean, what the fuck is he talking about, bro?
Philosophy.
That clip is so fucking crazy. Because, like, even if you let him continue talking, there's no reason you should have ever stuttered. And his answer doesn't even end up being yes. It's like, well, I hope one day we can, like, live in a robot body. Like, what the fuck are you talking about, Peter Thiel?
Philosophy major Alex Karp.
I spent a lot of time talking to Nazis, like real Nazis.
After getting fun.
What could the possible context of what that man just said be? What could the possible context of what he just said be? Literally what? Like, what could he have possibly been talking about?
From the CIA, they would end up building Palantir into one of the most controversial companies ever.
Our product is used on occasion to kill people.
So, what does Palantir actually do?
You. I hope not. Fuck.
So, what does Palantir actually do? Large companies, as well as countries, collect a lot of data on their customers. So much data that they can't make any sense of it. This is where Palantir comes in. They'll analyze all that data with AI and put it into one platform designed to help make actionable decisions. It's been used on everything, from helping allocate resources after disasters or during pandemics, to optimizing the Wendy's supply chain, to spying on employees at JP Morgan, to workplace deportations and predictive policing. But if you happen to have an all-powerful tool that will analyze an infinite amount of personal data, you could also use it
to scare enemies and on occasion kill them. Put the fear of like death into our adversaries at any random moment. Why do we wait till our enemies attack?
They need to wake up scared and go to bed scared. Something really bad is going to happen to you and your friends and your cousins.
We'll go after your assets, we'll go after everything, we'll keep on going for generations.
Palantir's biggest market is war. In the US, they get paid billions of dollars to make the American warfighter fight the way they were born to fight. In Ukraine, they handed over the kill chain, a software that handles everything from finding a target to destroying it. With Israel, Palantir helps power the military's war machine. Their work is very secretive, but we do know that they're pretty good pals.
Mostly terrorists, that's true.
Palantir is just a tool. All it does is analyze other people's data. But the strength of this tool and how it can be used give it a concerning level of influence.
Our primary mission is, in fact, to set a global standard for the world for behavior.
Palantir pretty much...
Like, why the fuck is that up to you, though? Jesus Christ. It's so... That is such a tool that cannot be in the hands of two random fucking guys. You know what I mean? Like, that kind of power has to be in the hands of the people. Who are you to decide that? Who are you to decide what that tool is used for? Yes, you made it, congratulations. But that level of power doesn't just give you the right to make those decisions on the world and, like, how the United States military should operate. That's so
WSG
crazy.
Frankie, I got M+ type shit. Hope y'all doing well. Keep inspiring this chat type shit. Love all y'all.
Good to see you, Great Burn. That's just so wild. I really, like, I just can't go down the fucking Palantir rabbit hole. Because what the fuck? Fuck Palantir. Oh, Jesus Christ. I mean, that's just... the good things it can do are pretty good. And then, like, it just has the power to do incredibly worse things. That's just, I guess, what happens when you make a powerful product. But at that point, like... as a world, we have to, like, give me access to that. Let's see how bad I become. Yeah, like, what? We'll just do, like, a fucking, just, like a little test on you. Just see how bad you are in a year if I give you full power over Palantir. Like, that product is literally too powerful. You do not get a say in that anymore. It's over. If you make something that incredibly powerful, I just don't know if you deserve the play calling on it. Maybe it shouldn't even be a thing at all. You know? Like, yes, it's capable of a lot of good, sure. But something that's also capable of that much bad? That much unregulated bad? You know? Like, if you could make a robot, per se, that would, like, that could cure cancer, but also could, like, I don't know, go off the hook and kill everyone. I don't know. Fair trade-off. And even that, Palantir is not curing cancer. So that's how I feel about AI. Yeah, I mean, it's just a pros and cons list here, and the cons are fucking ridiculous, so.
Markets itself as evil, but another company you would never expect is even worse. In 1899, two banana businessmen merged together to form the United Fruit Company. Their first course of action was conquering Central America. They bought up land, built entire towns, and took control of infrastructure in places like Guatemala, Honduras, and Colombia in order to exploit their populations for banana production. These pimped out countries became known as banana republics. Conditions for workers obviously sucked, so in 1928, they went on strike with a list of demands. United Fruit refused to negotiate and instead went over to their boy the United States, and they were like, we're in trouble. Our workers are revolting. They want us to pay them in money instead of coupons, and get a 6-day work week instead of 7. Dang. We'd love to help you, but we're a bit preoccupied with rich white people activities. So if you'll excuse me— Wait! They're communists.
What?
After indirectly rampaging their own workers, the United Fruit Company did it again. But this time, they got the US to overthrow the Guatemalan government and replace the leader they didn't like with a dictator who assassinated a bunch of people. Then he got assassinated, and Guatemala went into a 36-year-long civil war that killed almost 200,000 people. Dang. We'd love to help them, but we're a bit preoccupied with bananas. United Fruit would later rebrand to Chiquita Banana, leaning into the friendlier theme to distract you from their country-destroying imperialism. Chiquita has generally stayed out of trouble, only doing small things here and there, like giving millions of dollars to paramilitary terrorist organizations. But banana companies aren't—
I literally, what the hell? This video is like, I thought this was gonna be a little bit of a crazy video. This video is literally making me fucking depressed right now. What the actual fuck? What emotion is this video supposed to invoke out of me? Like, I can't tell if I feel angry or hopeless. I literally can't tell if I feel angry or hopeless. Or both. Because, like, people aren't gonna stop buying the fucking bananas, you know? What do you mean the bananas funded terrorism? I don't know. We'll end with a more upbeat video.
Aren't the only ones messing with entire countries. When Facebook went public in 2012, almost everyone with internet was already on their platform. They needed a new way to expand, and Zuck had the perfect idea.
Booking.com has all kinds.
Like, why the hell would Facebook have ever gone public? Because it's, like, you're going to hit a point, like, when you make something go public, your main goal now is to increase shareholder value. And all it was supposed to be was just, like, a platform where you get to see what your friends are up to. Like, going public with a company just makes no fucking sense to me unless, like, you're, like, I don't know, like a fucking company that's doing anything. All Facebook did was just run fucking ads to make their money and then, like, well, and then collect a bunch of user data, but who really counts that?
He started Internet.org, which would bring internet to developing countries through Facebook products. His new customer acquisition conquest began in Zambia, then the Philippines, India, Colombia, Myanmar. Wait, what? There's a problem in India. Like a serious problem. They're using Facebook to spread fake images claiming that Buddhists are massacring Muslims and it's leading to riots where people are dying. Oh no. Keep going. Expansion continued until Facebook had conquered 100 million new users. But this is where things started falling apart. See, Facebook's moderation technology didn't work properly with different languages, and their moderation teams were incredibly understaffed and clueless about local culture. This lack of oversight led to Facebook becoming a propaganda tool for dictators in places like the Philippines and Cambodia. The Sri Lankan government accused Facebook of failing to control posts that contributed to deadly riots. Same with Ethiopia. And in Myanmar, Facebook played a determining role in a genocide, according to the UN. Facebook themselves admit they
According to the UN?
didn't do enough to protect their foreign colonies. But the bigger problem is that their entire platform rewards the most harmful misinformation. And
yeah, it's the same thing with any fucking... Facebook tried to make its platform a healthier place. It got angrier instead. It's a problem, bro. People love what they hate. People love to hate shit. I'm in the same boat. With all this shit. That's what this video is. You're supposed to hate all of this shit. That's why the video does well. The video is literally titled "What is the most evil company?" That's bad. You know what I mean? But bro, I'm just in such shell shock right now. Facebook is only used by old people. I guess not. I guess not. I don't use it anymore. I used to, though. Again, this is such a tough thing because it's like, it's just such a powerful tool. Like, I think the world just like got too advanced too fast to even consider what the fuck was happening. Like, there's no way people, like single people or like 1 to 2, 3 people should be in control of tools this fucking powerful and like have the right to not make them better. But then it's like, do you put it in control of the government you don't trust? It's like, I just don't know. Internal memos show how a big 2018 change rewarded outrage and that CEO Mark Zuckerberg resisted proposed tax fixes.
leaked documents show Zuck rejecting potential fixes to this problem because they would reduce user engagement.
Again, you should not be allowed to take a company public that is this powerful and impactful on like human beings if you can't control it. That's the problem. Like, cause yeah, once you go public, your main focus now is how do I keep people on Facebook, using Facebook, getting Facebook, and it's other parenting companies like fucking Instagram and whatever else they fucking own. Like, the best thing for people might not be the best thing for Facebook and their fucking profits. The billionaires need more money. Bro. Like, I just don't, it's so infuriating.
Facebook has realized if they change the algorithm to be safer, they'll make less money.
Facebook claims their goal is to bring the world closer together, but reckless expansion and an engagement at all.
I mean, I'm sorry.
Goal is to bring the world.
I'm not the kind of guy that's gonna make fun of how people look.
Closer together, but reckless.
But my God, man. I mean, if there was anybody that you could look at and go, yeah, probably an alien, right? I mean, gotta be an alien.
Expansion.
I mean, guys, come on. This is like literally, they make movies about people that look like this. I mean, he's a lizard.
And an engagement at all costs approach has in many cases brought the world further apart. But to answer the question of the most evil company, there's an entire sector we need to look at. Oil companies. Here's what they're up to.
MSK is the best
hadn't
for
even
cancer
considered
outcome.
that. Zuck is more famous for looking like a lizard than being a rich CEO. That's not ridiculous what you just said.
Oil companies. Here's what they're up to. Shell ravaged the country of Nigeria by supporting violent militaries and introducing the population to flavored water. BP caused the biggest oil spill in US history when their rig exploded in the Gulf of Mexico. But the worst oil company ever spawned into existence in 1911 when Rockefeller's Standard Oil got split into 34 pieces. A few of those pieces merged together to form Exxon, which later merged into ExxonMobil. They're now the biggest US-based oil company, producing 3% of the world's petroleum, and they are everything wrong with the industry. They of course have sketchy relations to overseas abuse, as well as their own historic oil spill, where they fought against paying out penalties for 14 years. But Exxon's greatest evil affects the entire planet, because back in the 70s, they conducted internal research that found burning fossil fuels was influencing the global climate in ways that would be potentially catastrophic and irreversible. Having a product that's actively cooking the earth is a big problem for the marketing department. Exxon proceeded to spend millions of dollars in support of climate change denial. They funded science-denying front groups and bought an advertisement in the New York Times every week for 30 years to mislead people on the studies they themselves conducted. Exxon's early predictions of global warming ended up being more accurate than NASA's, but they weren't in the business of working towards a fix. Exxon's especially evil because they put the planet on the line, but so did
Hey guys, hey boss. Got that study back that you wanted? Turns out we're all gonna die if we don't stop. I know. Yeah. You know, right here. Yeah, we did. You see the line? Yeah. So right here. No. This isn't the profit line. No, this is carbon emissions and the temperature of the Earth and how we're causing global warming. We're calling it. Yeah. So basically, what this means is a whole bunch of nothing. Act like you didn't see it. Yeah. No worries. And let's tell everybody that it's wrong. This video makes me sad. Me too, man. But I guess, in all fairness, it's important to know things like this. A, just to be educated, but B, you really cannot underestimate what people will do for money. And what people will do for themselves and their own selfish reasons. Like, when you see this shit, at least for me, I'm always like, why? Like, why the fuck? Why the fuck? But we are rational people thinking right now. Not the people that even were able to get into the position to make those decisions. Like, to get there, you have to kind of be a bad guy. I'm sorry. You can't really be a great guy and be the CEO of ExxonMobil. I'm sorry. Fuck me, right? But think of the corporations. Guys, this is not a good YouTube video because it is shitting on the billionaires. Billionaires are people too, y'all. And they earned all their money. They earned every dollar. Wait, like they deadass work for it. Like why you want to tax them so much? They ethically earned their billion. Yeah, sure. I mean, yeah, Nike was paying people in Vietnam 14 cents an hour. Like, why would they take it? Like, yeah, bro. Y'all are deadass haters, bro. These billionaires are just trying to feed their family, bro.
Did another company.
Something wrong with this cow.
Something wrong with this cow.
They keep trying to tell me there's nothing wrong with these things.
In 1998, a farmer in West Virginia noticed his animals dying from disturbing symptoms. This farmer happened to live near a landfill for the chemical company DuPont. He hired a lawyer who took legal action against the company, demanding internal documents. They sent back 110,000 pages, just to be annoying. But the lawyer read through all of it, and what he found was more disturbing than what anyone could have imagined.
Holy aura! Oh my fucking god, what a beast! Oh yeah, here's everything we have, asshole. Go ahead and read it. It's like 150,000 pages. You what? You read it? What do you mean you read it? It's 100. Oh. I mean, that's like the equivalent of reading like 200 novels. You just read. Okay. Perfect. Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, perfect.
And no AI to summarize either.
Yeah. Nothing. You couldn't even, yeah. Nothing.
In 1938, a DuPont chemist accidentally discovered an impossibly slippery substance. They called it Teflon, and they sold it to the world as a miracle non-stick coating. Soon, it was in nearly every kitchen in America. In order to create Teflon, DuPont used another chemical called PFOA. This stuff doesn't naturally break down. It's pretty much indestructible. It's a forever chemical. DuPont was slightly concerned about this, so they began conducting internal studies. What they found was that PFOA would kill animals in a single dose, was linked to birth defects and cancer in humans, and was highly toxic. When these results were shown to the execs, they were like, "Dear God, we can't have our chemicals killing people. I know it's terrible. We need to—" I didn't finish my sentence. We can't have our chemicals killing people, getting in the way of our business. What? Don't release any of these studies publicly, and don't tell the regulators. We're making $1 billion a year in profit from this. It's too risky for us to stop. Plus, I think we'll be fine. I mean, it's not like we're dumping this stuff into the environment. DuPont was dumping so much of this stuff into the environment that they had lost track of how much they had dumped. They were doing all of this despite being clearly warned not to, and it was this dumping that killed the livestock in West Virginia, which resulted in the lawsuit that exposed everything. DuPont had to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in
not enough
settlements, and they began phasing out these chemicals, but it was too late. 99% of people on Earth now have forever chemicals, or PFAS, in their blood, thanks to DuPont and a few of their business pals. Most people have levels that are of lower concern, but millions have amounts that put them at a higher risk of cancer and other complications. Forever chemicals are decreasing in use, but they remain a problem. And because so many regulators have ties to chemical companies like DuPont, they might be sticking around.
EPA will weaken rule curbing forever chemicals in drinking water. Right. No, okay. Okay, perfect. Oh, okay. Wait, we're good. Wait. Everybody gonna have cancer? Okay. Perfect. Oh, okay. Wait. Chemical from my pots and pans can give everybody fucking cancer? Okay. Yeah, I mean. Alright. I'm making like a bunch of money though. So. Well. Wait, everybody gonna have fucking cancer? Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, that's fine. Yeah. Oh, perfect. Oh. Wait, everybody gonna have cancer? Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah. For pots and pans? Okay, yeah, perfect. Yeah. Wait, so most people are not gonna get cancer, but like 1 million people are gonna get cancer? Oh, okay, perfect. I know it was. They said everybody was gonna get cancer. Guess everybody gonna get cancer. Huh, neat. Okay. You want me to stop putting cancer in my pots and pans? Oh, no. No. Because the cancer makes them not... The cancer makes them slippery. So... Yeah. I mean... I want to stop putting cancer on my pots and pans, but the pots and pans makes them slippery. The forever cancer? That's making my pots and pans pretty slippery. I'm losing my literal fucking mind right now. Oh. Oh, okay. My pots and pans giving everybody cancer? Perfect. Oh, okay, perfect. Yeah, I mean, let's see. Everybody on Earth gets cancer. I get like $1 billion fucking dollars. Everybody cancer on Earth? I get $1 billion fucking dollars. Okay. How about I put it this way for you? I don't care versus, fucking Lamborghini. Okay, perfect. Duh. Obviously, I'm gonna put fucking cancer in the fucking pants.
But this next company also messes with our health in a more evil way.
What do we think this one did?
Imagine there's a button.
What do we think this company did? I don't even know yet. They probably just eat fucking babies.
Every time you click it, you make $10,000. But a random person dies. What would you do? A normal person would get hesitant. A health insurance company would get an auto clicker. See, for United Healthcare, this isn't a random button. It's a denial button. And it's not hurting random people. It's hurting people who've been paying United thousands of dollars a year for insurance, under the promise that when they get sick, United will cover their expensive medical care.
Wow.
I love insurance. I love insurance. Insurance is so fire. I made a skit about insurance companies. They're so fire. Yeah, insurance companies are like, they're kind of like the other one, but they're like, oh, you have cancer? Oh, perfect. No, bad. Yeah, no. Oh, I'm sorry. Perfect. Oh, you have cancer? Okay. You want me to give you money? No, I don't have money. I know you gave me I know you gave me a bunch to hold on to. Well, I have it. I don't have your freaking money. I don't even know what I'm doing. Why are all these companies operating like actually like little kids? They're all just like fucking Boeing was like, wait, a fucking plane? You mean I have to give away my money to teach other people how to play with my toy? No. No, kill everybody. Kill everybody. Don't care. I need my money. Fucking please kill everybody. I don't care. Just kill fucking everybody. I don't care.
This auto clicker also exists in real life. It's called NH Predict. It's an AI tool that automatically rejects people's requests for medical treatment with an alleged 90% error rate. Armed with this tool, United is infamous for its denials. The most
They were using an AI tool? What? Are we out of our fucking mind? Have we lost our fucking minds?
% error rate. Armed with this tool, United is infamous for its denials. The most cited number is that they denied 33% of treatment requests, but this was based on pretty incomplete data. United doesn't release their actual numbers, and they tell employees not to answer questions about their decision making, so we don't have much information. But we do know that 1 in 3 doctors have seen insurance delays lead to a serious adverse event, anything from hospitalization to death, with many doctors complaining specifically about United.
You had a life-threatening condition, you have insurance, it should be covered, period. Yep. And they are fighting it with technicalities. This is United Healthcare.
Apart from denying to do the one thing they promised to do, United also gives secret bonuses to try and keep patients out of hospitals, because each hospital visit costs them money. United claims this prevents unnecessary care, while whistleblowers say it puts elderly patients in danger. But United is much more than an insurance company. See, ever since 2011, insurers have been required by law to spend 85% of the money they collect from customers on their actual medical care. So United does actually pay out a majority of their revenue on treatment requests. But they're okay with this, because in many cases, they own the hospitals that get the money. United is affiliated with 10% of all the doctors in the US, and their
This fucking kill me. Capitalism fatigue fucking kill me. Capitalism fatigue fucking kill me. Capitalism fatigue fucking kill me. Just go. I'm good to go. I'm good to go. Hey, just get me out of here whenever. Just get me out of here whenever.
pharmacy company controls 20% of the market, so United collects insurance money, then pays it to their own medical care providers at inflated rates. But even more insane is that United also owns a company that supplies medical loans to doctors and patients. So if United denies to pay your medical bill and you have to go into debt to afford your treatment, they make money off that too. The healthcare system in the United States has a lot of problems, and the United Health Group makes money off all of them. But while United plays a—
Yeah, that might be the worst.
part in a troubling
I mean, it just might be. I literally drank a huge Celsius, and this video is making me tired.
industry. Other companies create industries that harm even more people.
This is a man who smokes Marlboro cigarettes. What kind of a man is he?
Look, man, I've had a cig. Cigs look cool. They feel cool. I mean, there's just no reason you should be allowed to sell this. It's like, it's just going to kill you, right? Like, I've had a cig, looked cool, felt cool. But if we're being honest with ourselves, I love cigs. Please don't tell me they're bad.
In 1954, tobacco conglomerate Philip Morris created the Marlboro Man, the most influential marketing campaign in history. Rather than advertising through information, Marlboro advertised through lifestyle. The Marlboro Man was masculine, rugged, and free, unconcerned with non-manly things, like getting cancer. See, in the earlier 1950s, studies began linking smoking
But
to
guys,
lung
you
cancer.
don't understand. Healthcare wasn't made for us. It was made as insurance for the Grim Reaper when he does an oopsie.
Yeah, I mean, guys, seriously, whenever you're finding yourself getting mad at this video, remember the billionaires need more money.
And sensing danger, all the top tobacco CEOs met up at a hotel. They knew they needed to work together, but they also knew advertising alone wouldn't save them, and neither would attacking the anti-smoking research. What they needed to do was take control of the science. In a full-page advertisement ran in over 400 newspapers, the Tobacco Bros gave a frank statement to cigarette smokers, where they cast doubt on the current research and announced their very own Tobacco Industry Research Committee, which would be run by scientists of unimpeachable integrity that they hand-selected. The totally unbiased committee worked tirelessly to defend tobacco.
More doctors smoke Camels. You'll feel better when you change to
Philip Morris launched light and low-tar cigarettes to give smokers a safer alternative to quitting. But these products were just as bad, and Philip Morris knew this. They even tweaked the product to make it hit harder by freebasing it, a chemical process you may recognize from things such as crack. They also tried their best to quietly target the youth, saying today's teenager is tomorrow's potential regular customer. But despite their PR efforts, Big Tobacco was getting cooked, and in 1994, Congress called them in for questioning, in what would become one of the most infamous moments in corporate history.
Let me ask you first, and I'd like to just go down the row, yes or no. Do you believe nicotine is not addictive?
Cigs are such a dumb one, bro. Because they're, I mean, they just shouldn't exist. I mean, they just shouldn't exist. Like, but the aura, though, the only reason they have aura is because of these fucking advertisements they fucking do. And they put them in, like, every fucking cool-looking movie, bro. Like, if we're being honest with ourselves, there's, like, no reason a cigarette should exist. Wait, what it says? Do you believe cigarettes are not addictive? Oh.
Down the row, yes or no. Do you believe nicotine is not addictive?
I believe nicotine is not addictive, yes.
I don't believe that nicotine or our products are addictive.
I believe nicotine is not addictive.
I believe that nicotine is not addictive. I believe that nicotine is not addictive.
And I too believe that nicotine is not addictive.
But did you notice how they all said believe? This was a legal trick to avoid being punished for lying under oath, and it did work. None of these guys went to jail, but after 2 years of backlash, all of them had lost their jobs. In 2006, a court ruled that Big Tobacco had lied, misrepresented, and deceived the American public in every way physically possible with little, if any, regard for individual illness and suffering. As punishment, they had to put corrective statements on their packaging. Tobacco still kills over 7 million people a year. That's over 19,000 a day. Philip Morris's Marlboro Man changed the world, but 5 of them are now dead from smoking-related illness. Based off body count alone, Philip Morris may be the most evil company ever.
Yeah, I mean... But Frankie, that hot, sexy biker alcoholic guy who probably has killed someone uses them, so why can't I? Cigs are an interesting thing, because I feel like now... Like, they shouldn't exist. And you should never smoke a cigarette. But if you... I don't know. There's a part of me that's like, if you are a full adult who makes your own decisions, and you are fully, as much as possible, made aware of the danger of smoking cigs, and you smoke a cig, I feel like a part of that is you're right. But the only reason that they're this big of a company is based off of 1 million prior lies. So it's like, I don't know. Bugs are in cigs. They dry tobacco and bugs like in dry human places.
But what if evil was about more than just fatalities?
Video has 8 minutes left, by the way, guys. We'll get through the rest.
A lot of people accuse the $13 trillion asset management company BlackRock of buying up the single-family housing supply, pricing out normal people from ever owning a home. But they're only directly involved in other forms of real estate. There's a different company that's really buying the house you want. And it's actually the company that created BlackRock, Blackstone. They named it like that just to be annoying. Blackstone is the biggest landlord in the United States, using their infinite money supply from rich investors to swoop up housing specifically after market crashes. To Blackstone, the housing shortage is great news because it gives them pricing power, allowing their rents to grow much faster than inflation. And
I mean, the fact that there isn't like a legal limit of how many literal properties you can own is fucking insane.
You look like Fred Durst if he wasn't a Chet Floyd.
Like, the fact that you can just buy as many houses as you want, like, is fucking ridiculous. It just is ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Especially if you're like a giant company. Am I tweaking? Like, you should not be allowed to do that. There has to be some regulation on that. I need to educate myself more on these matters.
Sometimes at double the market rate. Blackstone also formed a company called Invitation Homes that now holds the largest number of single-family rentals in the US. In 2024, they had to refund $48 million for scamming their renters with junk fees and misleading them about eviction policies after the CEO had instructed staff to juice this hog. There are plenty of other turbo landlords outbidding normal people for homes, and plenty of other tactics they use to milk their tenants, like monopolistic AI-powered rent pricing services and ignoring repairs. But according to these companies, they're actually the good guys.
If we think the American dream is embodied in a suburban home with a yard and a white picket fence, then I think we're making the American dream much more accessible.
Rent your American dream.
You can rent the American dream.
But to be fair,
You can rent, and I cannot believe what I just heard. That guy out loud just said, you can rent the American dream from us. We bought it. But we'll give it back to you for a price. For profit. We bought the American dream so that you could buy it from us. I am a fucking insane person. I'm fucking crazy. I'm crazy. I out loud just... Yeah, the American dream, you know about that? The American dream, what's the American dream? That you will one day own a home and make as much money as your parents? Guess what? I just took away half of that. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I'm a good person. I have to sleep tonight. I'm a good person.
Of the $2 trillion of US homes sold in 2024, corporate overlords only bought 0.3%. Their purchases are concentrated in certain neighborhoods, so if you're in the Sun Belt or living in a mobile home, you might feel their wrath, but companies like Blackstone didn't create the cost of living crisis. They just found a way to profit off it. But this next company is evil in every possible way. In 1996, Purdue Pharma launched a painkiller called OxyContin. During the release party, Purdue owner and cartoon villain Richard Sackler said the new drug would bring a blizzard of prescriptions that will bury the competition. And he wasn't lying. Purdue launched a massive Oxy marketing campaign with an army of sales reps incentivized with large bonuses. They went over to doctors and falsely claimed that Oxy's
This one's crazy. I think I actually know about this one.
addiction risk was less than 1%, and that normal signs of patients being addicted, like asking for higher doses and early refills, didn't mean they were. There was one small problem. In 2001, a prosecutor gave a conservative estimate that Oxy had killed 59 people in his half of the state. Richard Sackler responded to this in a private email, saying, "This is not too bad. It could have been far worse." It got far worse. More and more people began getting addicted, and Oxy overdoses were kinda becoming a serious issue. On top of that, in 2007, Purdue was forced to pay a $600 million fine for false advertising. Richard Sackler's PR strategy of hammering on the abusers in every way possible didn't seem to be working, because by the 2010s, all of this negative publicity was hurting the Oxy market, but Purdue had one genius plan to recapture lost sales.
What does it take to face?
Yeah, bro. I love when you can profit on medicine. I love when you can profit on medicine, and that you're incentivized to make more money on medicine. No, I really love that you can profit on medicine. I really love that you can profit on medicine. That's so dope that you can profit on medicine. Isn't that fire, guys? You can just sell a medicine that fucking kills people, and like just be like, even if it's like killing people, you could like. It doesn't matter. You could just keep selling them fucking more, and even though it's fucking killing them, you gotta fucking keep selling more, like, even though it's fucking killing people. Bro, I love it, bro. It's fucking awesome, bro. Perfect.
McKinsey. McKinsey is a management consulting company. They get paid an insane amount of money to tell businesses what to do. When Walmart hired them in the early 2000s, they told the company to cut costs by dropping employee benefits. When they worked with Allstate Insurance, they invented the legendary deny button. So needless to say, McKinsey and Purdue Pharma were the perfect match. McKinsey cooked up what they called the OxyContin Sales Engine Turbocharge Plan. It involved advertising how Oxy reduces stress while countering the emotional messages from mothers with teenagers that overdosed. McKinsey also suggested giving refunds to pharmacies for every customer who got addicted. But even Purdue was like, bro, come on, that's too far. There's no way you just said that. With McKinsey's help, Purdue went on a generational marketing run, and opioids were printing them money. But by 2019, they were facing some lawsuits. 1,000 lawsuits. This is not too bad. It could have been far worse. $2 trillion of lawsuits. Purdue declared bankruptcy, and in 2020, they were found guilty for conspiracy to defraud the United States and offering illegal kickbacks to doctors. They reached a $7.4 billion settlement, with $6.5 to be paid by Richard Sackler's family. Luckily, they've stashed away a lot more than that, so they'll be fine. The supplier of the raw ingredients for the opioids was actually a name you might recognize: Johnson & Johnson.
They were found guilty of defrauding an entire country. Cool, perfect. Perfect, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, I love it. Oh, perfect. Oh, literally perfect. Okay, awesome, cool. No, that's literally perfect. They still have 10 bill. Like, if all the money you earned was from defrauding, I'm sorry, we just gotta take that from you. We just gotta take all of it. Sorry, you gotta start from zero. You gotta start from zero, I'm sorry. You gotta start from zero, I'm sorry. You gotta start from zero, I'm sorry.
A company known for
the
bangers
American
like
dream is the smooth, rich taste of a Marlboro Red and unholy amount of debt until you overdose on the fentanyl and the pain meds you bought off Ricky because your insurance refused to pay.
I love America.
Asbestos and baby powder, aggressively selling cancer-worsening drugs, and making the Wish.com version of the COVID vaccine. They had to pay $5 billion. A few other opioid pushers added another 21, and McKinsey paid $650 million. No one from these companies went to jail, except for one guy at McKinsey for obstructing justice. Not only did these companies' schemes cost hundreds of thousands of lives, but they also permanently damaged trust in the entire industry. If you wonder why people are skeptical of medicine and pharma, this is why. Purdue is the most...
I mean, that's just so insane. That's just so fucking sad and crazy that like I think I saw I don't know if it was a documentary or a clip of something, but like they were literally paying doctors to be like, I know what you need, OxyContin. Like they were paying them to say you needed OxyContin. How do you not all go to jail forever? Like why? Oh man, bro. There has to be a better way that doctors and people in medicine can get paid the money that they deserve without like that just can't happen. Johnson & Johnson, a family company. Yeah. No, I love Johnson & Johnson.
Evil company of the modern age. But to find the most evil company ever, we need to go back in time. Spices are something you take for granted today, but back in the 1600s, they were the ultimate status symbol. Displaying your spices was like displaying gold bars, but their supply mostly came from a handful of islands in Indonesia, and the Dutch wanted in on this. So they went to their top merchants and said, here's how we're getting those spices. All you guys will merge together to form one massive company. We'll call it the Dutch East India Company. And for funding, we'll get a bunch of investors to pool together money for you. In exchange, they'll get a piece of your bounty, your supply, your stock. Yes, we'll call it stock. They'll own stock in your company. All right, now that we invented capitalism, go conquer Indonesia. Sure. Oh wait, one more thing. You want to use the army? In 1621, the Dutch East India Company massacred 90% of the Bandanese population. Then they enslaved all the survivors, which was only like 1,000 people, so they imported more slaves from all around the world to run their spice monopoly. They went on to conquer the majority of Indonesia, take Sri Lanka for its cinnamon, and run up a colony in South Africa, all while destroying entire villages and burning down rival crops to keep their market dominance. These brutal conquests gave the Dutch all the spices they ever wanted, but the British wanted in on this too. So they started the British East India Company and conquered India with an army bigger than Britain's actual army. Then they started selling opium to China, which led to mass addiction. China was like, stop. The British East India Company was like... Back in India, after facing 100 years of land seizures, economic destruction, and racism, the locals revolted. The British East India Company destroyed this rebellion with mass executions and village burnings. But their atrocities were becoming a bit too mainstream, so Britain dissolved the company in 1874 and took control of India itself. The East India Companies were uniquely evil. Other companies used slave labor, but the East Indias ran their entire empire on it. Some companies invade countries, but the East Indias destroyed countries. Modern corporations run aggressive pharmaceutical sales tactics, but the East Indias did it first. But all of these companies have one thing in common. They were driven by the exact same pursuit. It's a pursuit that's done incredible things for humanity, but go too far, and humanity pays the price. The two most evil companies ever are long gone now, but the endless pursuit of profit is very much alive.
Fire transition. That's such a good video. Such a good video. I love the way Jack Pockets makes otherwise like incredibly gruesome, hard to talk about topics so accessible and like fun. But like Jesus Christ, dude. Look at Mia's message. What Mia say? There's a huge delay on YouTube, just letting you know. Yeah, I'm okay with that. No one's really chatting on Tube anyway. How huge is the delay? Discord, exclamation point, Discord in the chat. Hang on. That can't be where I'm at. Chatting on Tube anyway. Yeah, so it's not. It's bad, but how huge? It's not horrible. I mean, I'm okay with that. All right. What do we peak at on YouTube today? 15? Fire. Cool with that. Totally chill with that. WVid though. Yeah, no, really a great video. And shout out Jack Pockets for making such a highly educational video that easy to consume and interesting, and like delivering the information in that kind of fashion is hard to do. So shout out him. Everybody go sub up to Jack Pockets if you like that video. But yeah, dude, I didn't realize how, I guess I really didn't even consider how the 2 videos that we talked about today. Yeah, I did. I'm probably getting off soon to do the podcast. I didn't consider how much the 2 videos we were going to watch today were going to kind of tie into one another. But today was just like the YouTube videos of greed and despair day. But definitely interesting to watch and necessary to talk about. In terms of the first video that we watched, I'm never going to sell out my fucking YouTube channel. Nor do I think it would make any sense for anyone to even want to buy my channel, because it's a commentary channel based on me and my personality, and the stream is me and my personality. It would make no sense for anyone to buy it. But yeah, I guess honestly, up until watching these videos, I guess I honestly was kind of underestimating what people are willing to do for money. It's really fucking sad. I mean, just really fucking sad what people are, and I'm the guy who's always like, bro, like for $1 million, bro, I would do fucking anything, like crazy shit, like funny shit, like I don't know, bro, like how much would you like punch your mom for? Something like stupid shit like that, you know what I mean? But like, I think in general, when I think about it, I really severely underestimate how much damage people are willing to do. And also, like, in the moment, maybe not even realize how much they're doing. Like, a lot of those are, like, I think people, like, a lot of people who, like, work for those companies probably just had no idea what they were doing. Because it's just you and your life, and everybody's worried about themselves. When a lot of money is put in front of you, and you don't know all the details, and you're being deceived and frauded, it's pretty easy to go, man, I'm making easy money right now. Like, I'm doing my thing. Like those doctors who are being incentivized to push out OxyContin. Not all those doctors were like, oh, fuck, I can't fucking wait to get everybody addicted to OxyContin. Like, they don't know. But it's just easy to deceive people when you put a lot of money in front of them. But, like, God, it's so crazy that, like, 1 to 3 people can really fuck up a lot of shit if they have money. Like, can just fuck up everything. Like, if you have a team of people, but like, oh my God, bro, that's just fucking nuts. Anyway, let me go. What's Devin doing right now? What is Devin up to, mate? What is Devin up to? He's still geoguessing.
All right, perfect. No lettering at all. This is great. Where's the sun? It's a little south, but not really. What kind of architecture is that giving?
Hang on, let's check in his GeoGuessr game. How's he doing?
We don't got much going on here. Dog eat cat. This is Trenton.
Is he playing no move?
I don't know where we are. Maybe Belgium? I don't hate a Belgium guess here. I don't know.
Damn.
How he got that, I have no idea.
Bro just knows the meta.
I have no idea.
Here,
how
let's see if I can get any of these.
I wish I knew. No fucking clue. 10 Mile Road.
I mean, you're in America, right?
We're in America. Fucking who knows where.
No license plate on the front. What a horrible.
Southfield Public Schools.
I'm guessing like southeast.
I couldn't tell you.
I'm guessing southeast. Like North Carolina.
Let's just go like middle of the pack over here, bro. Like in that generalish area.
My guess is North Carolina.
Alright, there we go. Michigan, baby. We get points off that?
Not bad.
Points off that.
Right, you playing with the boys? We're doing the podcast with them in a little bit.
That was not Trenton, New Jersey. White dog equals turkey. Got it. Thank you. That's how we figure out turkey. Another one with fucking absolutely no text at all.
It's feeling South American.
Wow.
Feeling incredibly South American.
Electric.
Either that or like Middle East, maybe. Is there like a pole he can see? I don't even know what he's looking at.
Dude,
Sneeze.
I have no idea. We're in the south. Sun's in the south. Maybe like Venezuela?
I don't even know if Venezuela's on the map.
Let's go up here. Let's go up like North South America. Wow,
that's what it's gonna be over there. Yeah.
And you need to tell me. You need to tell me how that guy was not just cheating. You need to tell me how that guy's not cheating. Who did I just play? He just put it within 100 kilometers.
Also, guys, we found out the GeoGuessr tournament.
There was no.
The GeoGuessr tournament is going to be no move. I didn't know that. So, at least I'm pretty sure. Let me go look in the Discord again. I'm pretty sure the GeoGuessr tournament is going to be no move. So me practicing the metas is huge. Where is it? Here we go. So what do they say? Format. Did they say no move? Okay. So in the first stage, there will be moving. Second stage, there will be moving. Okay, there's moving in all of them. Never mind. Coach Hard fucking lied to me. You can move in all of them. You can move in all of them. Coach Hard just did not tell me the truth. But well, I actually don't even know how much I'm allowed to say. So, like literally no clue. Sorry, I'm just reading through this shit. Damn, I'm late. What I missed? We did some reacts today, brother. We did some reacts today. Chat, how we feel about the reacts today, though? I know everyone kind of said it was like a sad day, but out of 10, what do we rate those videos? I mean, again, I like watching kind of the more documentary style, but I think in general, I like the funny reacts better. But I do like having like a genuine philosophical history of the world conversation as well. I'd say 8. Okay, I appreciate that. 8 out of 10, thank you. Yeah, I definitely like the funny ones better, but yeah. Oh, it looks like the boys are already in here. Hang on. Hello? 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 Oh, dance break? I got you, bro. Yeah, I like it because it keeps me educated. I definitely want to watch more videos like this because I feel like in a lot of cases I'm kind of like not really up to par with what the fuck's going on in the world. But yeah, I got you with a dance break, brother. Hold on, just a moment. Where the fuck is my shit? I'm all over the place right now, bro. Bop, bop, bop. What should I play? Maybe I'll put on my little like radio station that it generates for me and see what that's feeling.
Quick question, how do you play these songs without copyright?
I don't. I don't. It is copyright. I can't make money on the VODs. Yo, Big Frank, do you like when people call you old because you are old? No, Kimmick, thank you so much for the first time chat, though. Such a good song. I'm gonna skip it, though. Come on, give me a banger.
She take my money when I'm in need. Yes, it's a trifling.
I'm 23. That's not old.
Oh, she's a gold digger. Way over town. That digs on me. She give me money.
Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Now I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke niggas. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead, get down. Get down, girl, gon' ahead. Cutie the bomb, met her at a beauty salon with a baby Louis Vuitton under her underarm. She said, I could tell you rock, I could tell by your charm. Far as girls, you got a flock, I could tell by your charm and your arm, but I'm looking for the one. Have you seen her? My psychic told me she'll have an ass like Serena, Trina, Gina, for Lopez, 4 kids, and I gotta take all they badass to showbiz. Okay, get your kids, but then they got their friends. I pulled up in the Benz, they all got a bin. We all went to den, and then I had to pay. If you fucking with this girl, then you better be paid. You know why? Take too much to touch her. From what I heard, she got a baby by Buster. My best friend said she used to fuck with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say, I still love her. Now I ain't saying.
Good song. Chat, I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. I'm not gonna lie to you, chat. Oh my god, bro. I just fucking... My stomach just growled so bad. I just realized, chat, I have not eaten since 9 in the morning. So I'm Uber Eatsing. And I'm getting Greek food again. Is that true? I think it is. Yeah, I haven't eaten. Oh my god, this shit gonna hit. Bro, get the fuck off my screen, bro. There we go. Starve maxing. Nah, you just a wimp? What, dude, did I miss pod? No, we're about to do it. I'm low-key waiting for... I don't know what Devin's up to. My best friend says she used to fuck with Usher. I don't care what none of y'all say. I still love her. I'll go ask Devin what he's doing in a second. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna get off now, and then I'll see you guys on the pod. You guys all live together? Live together? Yes. Sorry, I'm in streaming world. Are you going to Arby's with Rod Wave? What you just said should be a war crime to even state. All right, let's do our outro real quick. Little calm outro, and then no, we'll do a regular outro. But well, I'm getting back on in probably around 45 minutes. So, and even if they don't want to do the pod, I'll just come on and like do a solo joint or something. I don't really know. But thank you to everybody that spent their very valuable time in here hanging out with me. Pretty cool podcast. That spent their very valuable time in here hanging out with me, having a good time. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Thank you to everybody that gave bits, subs, all that good jazz, donating to the cause. I appreciate you guys. Plan for the rest of the week if you're not watching the pod. Today is Wednesday, which means Friday is our game day. So on Friday, we're going to do about an hour of GeoGuessr to train for the tournament. And then we're going to play Terraria and Subnautica. We're going to play Terraria first because we didn't play it last week. And I'm thinking, depending on the time that I go live on Friday, we're going to end with Advice Forum probably around 8 or 9. So that's kind of the jazz I'm thinking. So if I don't see you until Friday or Monday next week, hope to see you again soon. But reminder for anybody that gives a quarter of a fuck, this Friday is going to be the games day with Subnautica and Terraria. The Friday after that is the Twitch Rivals GeoGuessr tournament with a cash prize of $14,000 for me and Devin if we come in first. I've been told multiple times that me and Devin have no chance. In a very serious manner, I have been told that me and Devin have no fucking chance. Like, not even like as a pro, you guys have no shot. Like, you guys fuck around. Joe, Coachard, Fries, everybody else is like, you guys seriously are going to top out at 8th place. There's no fucking way. So I need all the support that I can get on that day because I get it. The Botez sisters are in it, and they're really good. Ludwig is in it. I forget his name, but they said the #1 League of Legends streamer in the world is in it. Forget his name. I don't know if anyone knows it. Shout it out if you do. Don't care, all right? I'm training these metas hard as fuck. And the good news is, in the elimination round, if you make it all the way to the end, I think it's going to become more RNG based the more you go. Just like the format or whatever. But we'll see. Yeah, fuck that noise, bro. Me and Devin are going to... At the end of the day, I think so much of it is going to end up being RNG. More than everybody is expecting. But I'm super excited for it. If you can make it on April 24th at 5 p.m., support the boys. I really appreciate it. It's going to be a good-ass time. And if I'm being honest, is probably the biggest thing I've done as a streamer ever. So, as much of you that can make it, I would really appreciate the support on that day because I think that's going to be fire. April 24th at 5 p.m. But if not, it's all good. That shit will for sure be a YouTube video, so no worries there. But yeah, thank you guys for popping out. Let's play a little outro song. Welcome back. Yes, I am going to finish that as well. Maybe we'll play that on Games Day. Lamente with the gifted sub! Goated as fuck. Who's live right now? Wow for me. All wanna smile at me. Style from me. And if I ever see them, bow to me. Drop, I know they gon' lean. We're not gonna rate anybody. Alright. I love y'all. I appreciate you guys. If I don't see you tonight for the pod, I hope I see you again soon. Maybe next week, maybe on YouTube, maybe on TikTok. You guys know where to find me. And until next time, you don't gotta be perfect. Just try to be pretty cool. Love you guys. Bye.